Well, good afternoon and welcome to Clarity. My name is Barbara Gray and this is our dear friend Paul Church.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Birthday boy yesterday.
I was indeed, yes, 21 again and again.
Come on in, we've got a really super afternoon lined up for you.
We have indeed. The lovely Jilly will be in the room, so if you've got any questions, she's there to help. She'll post all the links up to all the information as we cover the next 2 hours. So I can see we've got plenty of eyes in the room already. Good. So we shall just wait for the all clear to make sure the sound is clear.
And then we'll travel gently today because I'm still feeling a little bit jet lagged. And I've got lots of lovely demos lined up. Beautiful products.
Yeah. Sound
really
is good.
Nice. Sound is good. Glad to hear it.
Super duper.
And so we'll just wait for a few more friends to find us. And then we'll get going. In the meantime, of course, we could have a look at the housekeeping, how it works.
Absolutely.
If you're new to us, then please put your hand up and say hello. And you're always
How did you find us?
You're always sure of a very warm welcome here at Clarity.
Absolutely. And if you are new, then you may not be aware that on the first Sunday, how many years now?
18.
18 years, the first Sunday of every month. It's always 2 hours with Barb. And since Outdoors No More, then we do it in-house and we do it together, don't we?
We do, and it's very enjoyable.
It is.
And we like it like that.
We do indeed.
Yeah,
it's nice and relaxed.
If you're wondering where we are, we're in Edenbridge in Clarity Towers.
Yes, head office.
Head office.
Where it all happens.
Yeah, exactly. Which is nice because it's only half hour from home.
Absolutely, yeah, no long commute or anything like that afterwards. So, and we've got the control.
Yeah, we do. And maybe, Paul, we could have a look at how it works.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how do you go about ordering? Well, at the bottom of the screen, you can see we've got our website address and we've also got a telephone number. Now, normally when we come to you on a Sunday, we have the lovely Sue in, but today she's got a family day. But the phones are open Monday to Friday from 8 AM until 4:30 PM. So if you do prefer to order over the phone, then the phones will be open nice and early at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Did it just get warm in here?
It's got really warm in here. I thought it was. I knew I should have kept my shorts on today. I've got jeans on.
It's always the same, isn't it? Am I having one of my personal summers?
When we get going, and I should have put not a jumper on.
A woolly jumper.
A jumper. Anyway. Let me bring some details up on the screen. And this is one of our brand new products we're launching today.
Oh, the little Christmas stamps.
The list, yeah. Well, not so little. The design's a little, but not the size of the stamp set. So you'll see at the top, you've got a 5-digit code, which is 12173. Then you've got the product image of what it is that item refers to. And then you've got a description. So this is the Mega Build a Landscape Christmas A5 stamp set. Then you've got the price. So for this A5 stamp set, you're going into labour. You're right, love.
That will be immaculate conception.
It's $19.99. Now, when we bring it, I'm going to show you, sneaky peek the other brand new item, because this item, hang on, where has it gone? It's that one above. Item number 31822, brand new collage landscape prints, 4x4 and 6x6 card pack collection. Now, this is normally £25.98. So you can see you've got a special price there, saving of £6, bringing it down to £19.98. Now, for those of you that shop with us all the time, if you're a club member, you'll also get your club discount on top of that.
Excellent.
So you'll either get an additional 10, 12.5 or 15%.
All right, cool. And we also have a point system at Clarity,
We do indeed, yes. And so when
you're always accruing points, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And when you get, I think it's 300 points, you can take £5 off your next order.
Yeah, and it happens quickly when you're with Clarity.
It surely does. Yes, absolutely.
But it's good to know that there is a point system in place as well.
Yeah.
And it automatically happens. So if you're buying or you're purchasing and you think, well, where are my points? They will get added to your account once we dispatch, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And often we have special products where we do special offers with double points.
Yeah, exactly.
And we had a product launch on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Which was absolutely, if you was with us on Friday, you'll know all about it.
It was
comical. It's our Pergamano pot holder. I still can't get used to that name yet because it's so new. That has double points up until midnight on Monday evening.
But we'll show you
we'll
that
talk
later.
about it later.
Yeah.
So,
So let's have a look at these stamps, shall we?
yeah,
Look at the stamps
absolutely.
first.
There we go.
If I show you the stamps, let me just move my coffee out the way for a minute.
I can see that going flying.
Yeah, we could have one of their moments. You can see here, this is a fantastic set of stamps, A5, just packed with
so
little
many
images, which are beautiful for stamping onto these ready-made landscape
brand
prints.
new.
So that was the idea. If, for example, I come into this camera, let's just take a look here a little bit more closely at the images, and you'll see, because they're silhouettes, see, we've pretty much got it all covered. Many of them will be familiar from other little sets. They're much smaller, they're a little bit different, they've been flipped. It's just nice to have a fresh batch of lovely Christmas images, lots of trees
really
there.
are. And Christmas is a time when we make most of our cards, so this is a perfect selection of stamps.
So this is a smashing new selection, and as I say, it works really beautifully with next up these.
Another of Barb's amazing ideas.
This is a good one. See, once we've had a look at these, then maybe we could go on a little journey, because we're coming full cycle on these landscapes here. So it's like, well, how did we arrive at these beautiful printed backgrounds? Well, more will be revealed, but it's great to see it evolve.
Yeah, we wanted to share the new stuff with you first.
Yes.
So you could shop ahead if you wanted to, and then you can enjoy the next 2 hours.
And then we'll just take you on a little journey of how we arrived at these beautiful collage landscape prints. Now, you may be familiar with these in large format if you are a Clarity fan. I just want to show you. Let me put these to one side. Maybe we could just make a note of the numbers.
So everything's in the show page, which I'm sure Julie has popped up. If you want to go for the complete collection with that £6 saving, the item number is 31822.
Yeah.
If you just want to go for your 6x6, and there's 30 in here, item number 31820. And if you want to go for the rinky dink 4x4s, where there's 30 also in there, the item number for that is 31821. I feel like an air stewardess. Showing here. So let's have a look at these in some real detail.
Yeah, so if you have a look, just to break it down for you, you'll see that you get 2 of each one. And now this is the cottage background, this is the lighthouse background, and all kind of designed using the infusion papers.
Yes.
So you may be familiar with them. Then we've got different colors, see, different colorways. So now we're looking at the splats. Once again, this is the peppermint range, really beautiful, 2 of each. Then we've got this one. I'm going to pull one of those to one side, so I want that. Then there you go. So you can see here, this is using the hibiscus. Now we're using the Darjeeling, but you can see how it's very beautiful. Jazz has done a fantastic job of these, and always we've got the cottage background, the lighthouse background, and then the viaduct background.
And these 6x6 work perfectly with our fresh cut dies.
And then we also injected, we put a filter on these, but you'll see here we used different for the kind of wintry scenes.
Yeah, perfect for Christmas.
We used the Antarctica ones, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, I've done 3 and 3. Sorry, I can't talk. And there you go. So you can see here we've got a completely different range there.
Absolutely beautiful.
Really lovely to use.
Yeah.
And so that's how that works. I've really moshed them up now.
There we go. It's all right. They're yours to keep. You can
have
those.
That's it. And then we've got exactly the same, but in much smaller. So to compare, for example, if I bring in that one there, just so that you see the size difference, the smaller one is, there's the difference.
Look at that.
So this is 6x6. This is 4x4. There are 3 different designs, as we obviously clarified.
So potentially this could be a piece of art to go on the wall, and this could be a card, or that could be a card, and that could be a gift card.
Tag. Yes, yeah. So lots of potential here. But I thought it'd be really nice to see what's in the packs.
Yeah, definitely.
And then what would be great is just to take a closer look.
Walk down memory lane.
A little walk down memory lane.
Absolutely.
And then as we go down, you'll see how things evolve at Clarity.
Yeah.
You know, this has been a year really getting to this point.
It's about that. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Because it all started at our annual retreat.
The last
retreat,
year. Which is imminent in 2 weeks' time.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so if you want to join us for the retreat in August, this is an interesting one. We're going to be focusing primarily on acrylic paint.
Yeah.
So it's one of those materials that's eluded us. We kind of eluded us. We avoid acrylic paint because we're not sure how it works.
And you automatically think acrylic paint, I've got to be an artist.
Yeah, well, not so. So we are artists, but I thought it'd be really cool. I've got some fantastic projects, but it's about getting to know the material and then playing with it, guided play, becoming very comfortable with acrylic paint, because it is something that has eluded us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so I think it's time to get to grips with the paint, because then we can move on to the gel press workshops. So that's what we're going to be focusing on, is jelly art and acrylic paint. If you're into that and you fancy joining us in Ditton,
so if we go to the overhead,
that would be a really good idea.
So if you want to come on the first 2 days, which is the Monday and the Tuesday, the 18th and 19th, item number for that is 60211. If you'd like to join us then for the next 2 days, which are the Wednesday and Thursday, item number for that is 60212. Then we'll have a day's break. And then for those of you that are into your parching, we then have a groovy one with Linda Williams, and that's on the Saturday and Sunday. And the item number for that is 60213.
Excellent.
And spaces are filling up very, very. There's always those last minute. I definitely want to go now.
I can get time off work and I'm on my way.
Yeah, I would say book sooner rather than later.
So like I say, that's going to be that was where it started last year when we began. But the first thing we did, it started with the tea bag infusion papers. So this is where, let me take you on a little trip down memory lane, where we started. So it began with these. And you'll see as you look at these papers, you'll see where these beautiful muted collage papers come from.
Yeah.
What we used to you'll see immediately, these are Darjeeling papers here that have been used to.
And these were all created by you, weren't they? These papers. Tea bags.
It was Jim and me, actually, Jim and myself, who really went to town on these. But you can see there are 48. These thin collage papers.
GSM, aren't they?
Yeah, they're ideal for cutting out. So we've got the Darjeeling, the kind of the cover that Jim designed really tells you everything you need to know. Chamomile, more yellows, like chamomile tea, really.
Yes, lovely summery,
really gorgeous. And you'll see immediately, this is where we mixed chamomile with the peppermint.
Yes.
So we've got hibiscus. There's a hibiscus flavor in here. So I keep kind of bringing it back to today's work.
Yeah.
But actually it all stems from these papers here, which are really beautiful, really useful.
And they're great also for parching as well. There's backgrounds on your parching as well.
And they're lovely just for stamping on as a background.
Yeah.
Certainly for collage, which is the whole point of them.
Yeah.
They're collage papers, Last but not least, of course, we've got the beautiful peppermint ones, which are just glorious. So you've got 48 leaves, if you'll forgive the expression, loose leaf infusions. So you've got peppermint 31460.
Yeah.
31459 hibiscus, 31457 chamomile, and 31458 Darjeeling.
However, on your screen, item number 31513, it's 4 for the price of 3.
That's good, isn't it?
You'll
get chamomile free.
Yeah, chamomile free, or your Darjeeling. And so that brings it down to £32.97, which means with your club discount as well, that'll be an additional 10, 12.5 or 15%. which is, so if you're a Diamond Club member for all 3, that brings it £28 and 2p.
For all 4 of them. Okay. Okay. So what happened was we got these printed.
Yes, the papers.
Fabulous. And then I started playing with them. And that was one of the days on the retreat last year.
Yes.
And what we did was we came up with this, which was the first of our
Cottage
online
online courses.
Yeah. So this was a paper collage.
Yep. So we did that one at the retreat.
I did this one at the retreat.
Yep.
Right. So if we look here, you'll see it's a 12 by 12, 8 by 8 piece of artwork, all done by hand. Very little involved here, except a pair of scissors and the different papers.
Yeah.
In fact, it was so well received. People loved it so much.
And there was a lot of people that couldn't travel to
there were a lot of people that couldn't come to the retreats.
And saw what we did at the retreat and said, oh, we need to do an online workshop.
And so then we did an online workshop for the lighthouse.
So you can see on your screens there, all of these are still available for you to purchase. Item number 60219, it's £65. There's no club discounts on this, but you do get the materials that you need.
Yeah.
When we did the 12 by 12.
We do send you the canvas board. We send you all the papers that you'll need, instructions and the template. And then there's also, thirdly, we did the viaduct, sorry, which is a real, so it's kind of, every time
it's progressed, doesn't it?
We upped the difficulty level a little bit more, and then on the 3rd one we started going into different layers, and you'll see here that the trees are actually the parts that we've cut out of the viaduct. So that was a real popular.
It really was, really popular.
Yeah. And those 2 afternoons on a Saturday, they went very well, didn't they?
I think we started at 1 o'clock and it was like nearly 6 o'clock, I think, when we finished on those. So if you are interested on any of our online workshops, because we've now built up a lovely it's like a college now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And it's on a safe and secure private platform called the Circle platform.
That's right.
And once you purchase that course, we send you the product for those 2 particular canvas ones, and you've got the keys to that classroom then, and it means you can go back in and you can watch it again and again and again, any time of the day or night.
Yes. Once you got the keys,
that's it.
Then you can come on in any time you like. So, so that was going back on our journey. So then we did that. Then we did the workshops. Having said, we've also got another one teed up. I've already prepared number 4.
Yes.
And that's for the tour, the Glastonbury tour, which is very much the hibiscus, very much Darjeeling. Nice. So it's going into those beautiful pinks, and it's lovely. Beautiful. It's a nice one.
And you said that's probably in November sometimes when the evenings are drawing in.
I thought when the Saturday afternoons are a little bit bleak and it's dark when you get up and it's dark when you go to, it'd be lovely. We'll get together online and we'll spend a whole afternoon hanging out. It's you, a pair of scissors and a lot of focus, you know, but it's something very organic about it, because it's a completely unique process that I figured out.
And it's not over till it's over, is it?
No, not at all.
As many of our friends that have already done it, they'll know whether they did it at the retreat or whether they did the online workshop. Yeah. It's not until you put the buildings on.
The windows in the building.
Windows in the building, then all of a sudden go bang.
It pings, and so then, of course, we looked at these and then we came up with the dies.
Yes.
And these are, again, a very different type of die, because they literally cut out the pieces that you need.
Yeah.
So where we were hand cutting, and you can only cut it once, really. You can't.
Yeah.
With the die, of course, it's very mechanical. And so then we went to cottage. Do you want to take over, Paul?
So we've got the complete collection on your screen, which is item number 31799. So you've got a £10 saving, bringing it down to £49.97. However, they are all available individually. So if you're interested in the cottage, 31708, and they come with a fantastic step-by-step book that Barb has created to guide you. And it's the same book in each of the 3 different dies.
But it's really useful.
Yeah. Then if you're interested in the lighthouse, the item number for that is 31709. And then if you want the viaduct one, item number 31710. And everything is available on the show page individually and in their bundles.
Thing is as well though, with the dies, it's a different process to this cutting, the scissor centric workshop.
And
right?
with the dies, other materials.
Yeah, well, we worked with, if you're interested in joining this, because we did a workshop for this as well, didn't we?
Yes.
Just to explore the different materials that you can use with dies. The booklet, it definitely helps you do the traditional, so it looks exactly the same. It's a 6x6 inch die, and it will look exactly the same as this when it's finished, except it'll be 2 inches smaller. But once you've explored that, then of course, if we just look in a nutshell here, you'll see you've got the 3 traditional 6x6 sizes of the 3 different
so they were
collages.
The dies, literally with the papers, wasn't it?
And there's a step-by-step in there that shows you exactly how to get around all the pieces.
And
you've got the guides as well. If you want to reverse it, that's easy. In the workshop that's available, I also show you how to, you see it's one piece here, you can see that. It's a piece of Amazonia designer paper. And then we were even exploring felt.
Yes,
because
so
of course you can cut out
self-adhesive felt, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can make the most beautiful artwork with that as well. So all that, again, on our journey, that was the latest
and it's
thing.
sort of progressed, isn't it? So if you're interested in looking at that workshop, then the item number for that is 60224. It's £30, and again, once you purchase that, we don't send you anything.
No.
All you need to do is obviously buy the relevant dies, which we've got on the show with that special price of 3 for the price of 2. But even if you've gone for 1, you can still follow that same process with all the different techniques that Barb covers in that workshop.
That's it.
So
so we've gone all the way through the houses, we've gone all the way through, we got to the dies, and then we said we need stamps.
Yes.
So then we brought out 2 mega sets of stamps, didn't we? Which proved very, very popular. And you'll see we've got the tree one, which is this one, which is primarily trees and people. Absolutely marvelous, because you can't really ever get enough trees and people.
No.
So you can see here, as you go down, loads of trees for landscapes. Once we got into the 6x6 realm, it started to become apparent that we needed images,
scene builders, wasn't it? Yeah.
So one was this, and then the next one, this was the pair, wasn't it? Then we went to the houses and the animals. So here now we've got 1, 2, 1, 5, 4. If we go to this one, you'll see we've got all the animals, the sheep, landscapes, tractors, churches, houses, cottages, barns,
and both
windmills.
of those stamp sets also have a £3 saving on them as well. So,
and that's what brought us full cycle to the latest
to the
ones.
brand new Christmas ones.
Yeah.
But then we're thinking, Christmas, okay, so what else can we do in addition to that? And then Barb said, we need printed toppers, printed card, but not just any card. I mean, it's top quality.
And so we're right back to where we started 20 minutes ago, with the new printed cards,
brand new,
so that you haven't, especially when it comes to Christmas, because you want to make more than one. Right. So now, of course, you've got all your lovely
these options. So there's 30 in there,
and then you've got 30 of the 4x4s as well.
Yeah.
And so now you need loads of stamps.
Yeah.
And I want to show you how easy it is. You just need a black ink pad, a brown ink pad, an archival ink pad.
Posca pen is handy.
Posca pen is useful for highlights.
Yeah.
And then the thing about this particular card, it's the stencil card. So this is worth noting. You can stamp on it. You can change the color of it. And so the first demo really illustrates that.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. And how you can introduce the color, take the color away as well.
So what we've done with this is not eliminate all the different crafting processes.
No, I think with this, if you're not into your die cutting, or you don't have the time to do the manual cutting,
it's quick makes, isn't it? It's quick makes. That's all it is. And for Christmas, this is always so useful, and lots of us, you know, sometimes you just want to make a quick card. You don't want to spend 4 hours making the background before you start.
No, exactly. And maybe you haven't got all the relevant materials to be able to do that
Yeah.
because obviously budget doesn't allow. So to have something like this, and you're going to really show us how you can get more out of these packs than just using them in their single format.
One of the things, first demo, right? One of the things that's a real advantage to Clarity TV
Yeah,
is that we have a digi-download, like a digital
do.
download. And maybe, Paul, you could just talk us through this.
Yes,
Where will we
so-
find this and
Okay,
what
so
is it?
if you go to our catch up and craft section on the website, which I'm sure Gilly could pop a link up to, in there you will find all of our previous Clarity Social TV shows. And when we bring you some demos, we often bring you what we call a demo download. And what that does, it tells you the time and the date of the show, what the project was called. It gives you a lovely picture of what was made, and then a list of ingredients. Now, if you download these and keep them to your computer, these down here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on here. So if I come in a little bit closer. So down here, you can see the different colorways. So if they're blue and they're underlined, it means you can click that link and it will take you straight to our website. It also gives you the product code as well. So maybe you have printed them off and then you want to put them in a folder and refer back to them at a later date. It gives you that number so it's easy for you to find exactly what's been used. Okay, and these are available forever and ever and ever because what we do is we consolidate each month to the bottom of that collections page, so you can go back and look at what was done in January, what was done in February, and it's all been sectioned off.
Exactly. So we've got loads of artwork from the design team, which we're going to go. I think I start with a demo, and then we'll get
some artwork.
Should we do that?
Super.
But let's just crack on with the demo, and then we'll look at some artwork while I'm getting my act together for the next one.
Okay. So what we'll do then, I'll bring up some full screen details for you. Or are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go. Okay.
Yeah, because what I wanted to show you was, for example, where was that piece of art?
You mixed it up.
Oh no, did I? Okay, do your thing then.
Okay.
So
if you want it's in that pile somewhere.
Is it?
So if you want the complete collection of the brand new collage landscape prints,
there it is.
4x4 and 6x6, item number 31822, £6 saving, bringing it down to £19.98 plus your club discounts. Good to go?
Yes.
Super duper. There we go.
Right. So I just wanted to show you, I was putting the card, my job is to put the card through its paces, make sure that it stamps beautifully, that it takes ink beautifully, you know, that the saturation is right, that the brightness is right, that it's not so dark that you can't see the stamps, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah.
And that's
it looks
why,
good on the screen.
Yes, that's right.
But not until you
But when you actually physically use it, that's why, for example, these went, because I was away for a few weeks, these didn't get finalized until this week. So it was too late to send them to the design team. So all the artwork that the design team had, don't use this card.
No.
That's down to me. So let me just show you, for example, if I take this here, maybe we can just pan out a little bit and we'll see here, this is this piece here cut in half.
Yeah.
So what I did was, you can see immediately, I've taken, there we are, you can see the piece here. You can see how I've changed the color of the sky completely. Yeah. It's the same. All I've done is just taken a dye-based blue ink, and just you can brayer it in, you can sponge it in, you can blend it in.
And because it's our stencil card,
it works like a charm.
It works beautifully.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so then I was able to use one of our rub-on transfers in white, and you could see it beautifully because I've darkened the back.
Yeah.
And then all I did was take a Posca pen and then just flick, you know,
technical term.
Yeah. Whacked it against a ruler. That's another technical term.
Whacking.
Oh, do you know in America they call it, you know, we call it strimming. In England, we call it strimming.
Yes.
Yeah, they call it weed whacking.
Weed whacking.
Yeah. So.
What if you can't say W's?
Well, then you're snookered, aren't you? You're snookered. So anyway, you whack this against a ruler, and that's how you get it all over the place.
Nice.
Right? But it's good. We got a brown mat, put the brown mat in the background.
Yeah.
Interestingly, right. Okay, so you probably know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway, just in case you don't. Posca pens are acrylic. They're acrylic paint pens.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And so once again, they're water-based, just like acrylic paint. This is what we're going to be dealing with in the workshop, right? So it's acrylic.
Yeah.
Okay, except it's in a paint
It's
in
in
a
a
pen
pen
form.
format
Yeah, there you
rather
go. It's
than
quite
in a
liquid.
squirty tube.
But that tells you lots that you need to know about the jelly plate. But that's okay.
Mm.
More will be revealed.
Yeah.
So that's how this works. And that's why it's so opaque, you know, because one of the things when I discovered Posca pens, I was excited because I always wanted to get snow or, you know, stars.
Stars, yeah.
And
it always used to melt into and
yeah, you
fade
just
away,
disagree.
didn't it?
It was lovely. And then it dried and it was gone.
Gone.
So you
yeah.
went again and it was gone. And you went again, it was gone. And then I found these and it was like, holy moly, these really work.
They are.
Now I find out that's because they're not dye-based, they're acrylic.
Acrylic-based. So we do have a bundle, if I may just bring that in.
Okay.
So we've got a bundle, item number 31731, where you can get the ultra fine and the medium, but they are also available individually as well, and everything is on that show page for you.
In actual fact, we've got Posca pens in silver and gold as well, haven't we?
And black as well.
And black.
Black, gold, silver. Yeah.
Right. And just hold that thought, they are acrylic. So the opacity is there.
So when it's gold, because back in the day, you used to use those really expensive
really
Krylon pens.
Oh, they were expensive.
They were.
Yeah, but they were gold. They were 18 karat gold leaf.
Proper gold.
They were beautiful. And this is as close as I've found to that. Everything else is like a sad yellow by comparison, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the job. So what I'm saying is I've taken this, and of course it would make one beautiful big piece of artwork.
Yes.
Right, of course it would. It's a 6x6, same as the die. This was actually made to fit the die. So if I wanted to cut this out for whatever reason, say I didn't want the sky, or I wanted just an element of it, or I wanted to take bits out, I can marry this up with the die, and it will cut the pieces out
exactly
perfect.
on the lines.
It's sized.
Yeah.
But today what I wanted to show you is how to stamp on them.
Okay.
So let's just do it. Right, so I've got this piece here.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop this onto a piece of copy paper, only because that way I can test the stamp on the side while I'm working.
Super.
This is going to be, I think it's a 7x7 if I'm not mistaken. Looks like 7x7 to me. So it's a 7x7 white card blank. I've just chopped it in half.
Nice.
Yeah. So then this is 3.5 by 3.5. This is 6, so that'll be 3x3.
Yeah,
do you see what I mean? So it's logical.
Yeah.
Right, so let's just see where we're going with this. I actually didn't cut it up. I stamped it out and then chopped it up.
Right, okay.
So obviously I knew that I was going to chop it up, but I wasn't worried about the fact that perhaps there'd be a bit of tree missing or a bit of tree over. You know, it's that incidental artwork. But I did make sure that the two center stage, like the houses and the trees, that they are like not in the middle.
Not in the middle, so you chop them in half. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got that. Now let's have a look at my box of stamps. So I keep.
Is that one of our lovely slow down boxes?
It is. And I keep all mine, these mega stamps, all the little baby stamps. I keep them all in here. So you can see I've got Barb's favourites because I'm going to play with all of these.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is such a good way to go.
I think so, because it's like a collection, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're putting them in there. One, it's keeping them nice and secure, and dark as well.
Exactly. And because they're tiny little stamps, if one does fall off, it's in here somewhere. So I've got my houses.
There, Barb.
Yeah, yeah. I've got my houses. I've got my trees. I actually also I keep my you know, the just trees.
The just woodland and birds.
Because and I've got all my birds in there as well. One of the things I wanted to just flag up is, just because we're using little tiny stamps, right, for both the 4x4 and 6x6, that doesn't mean you can't use large stamps for this.
No, and I know many of our friends would have the original Just Woodland and Bird collection, which is on the show. The item number for that is 11981. 19.99. It has a £3 saving on that, bringing it down to 16.99.
So I keep them all in there, and then that way I can mix and match them as well.
I like that you've indexed it as well with what's in there.
Yeah, it makes it logical for me.
Yeah.
So it's easy to find in a room that's not so easy to find other stuff. Right. So now, for example, it's all about perspective.
Yeah.
If we look here, you'll see the larger is at the front, and then as it goes back, the smaller trees are up the back. Do you see what I mean? They might be more faded. So if I start in the middle, then I can work off that. So if I could take this tree here, for example, and I'm just going to load that tree onto a mount. So we have lots of different mega.
We do.
These are, I'm going to use a mount so that you can see where I'm going here with this,
Yeah.
right? Let's just start with that black ink pad. When you first start, it's worth noting that you need to kind of warm the stamp up. Okay, let's just check that it's working before we start. Yeah, nice. So I know it's going to work. And let's just say, you know, I've got a rough idea where I want to kind of set my stamps.
Yeah.
I'm going to start right there. Now, I've forgotten my Dame Edna's. I don't know where they are.
Okay.
So if I take, so I'm not sure. I've got two ways to go now.
Yeah.
I can gamble that I'm going to sit there.
Right.
Or
okay.
I can protect the edge of that. I mean, really, it's not crucial. But if I wanted to, I could just make sure. Do you see? Now, here's another top tip. If I'm putting this down here like this, it's quite hard to come round a corner. Do you see?
Because it's a straight line.
Because it's a straight line.
Yeah.
So if I cut the masking tape, just little tricks, loads of tips and tricks today, folks. So if I take this and I cut that in half, then what you'll find is there's a lot less. Do you see what I mean? There's a lot less to bend
it's not
over.
resisting, is it, as much?
So now I haven't got so much. See how much easier it is to go around the corner rather than a big
wide band. Yeah.
So now I've done that. Now I know that I haven't got to worry because that's going to just sit straight on there like so. Then when I take that away, I know it's exactly where I wanted it. And there's a tiny, it wasn't bad. That's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Not bad. So I can take the same tree now and maybe pop it up there. So again, same sketch. I'm just going to take just because I want to make sure that it's on that side.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be on the line.
I mean, no.
It doesn't, but it's nice if it is. Right, so I'll just ink that up again. I'm using my stamp there, and I'm going to come off the page a little bit, like so. See? So then I'll move this around. It works really nicely.
So I think sometimes we think we've got to keep it contained within the frame, don't we?
Exactly. So let's just say that'll do with that particular stamp, right? I might put one over here as well, so I could kill two birds with one stone. I'm coming over this side of the building now. So let's say I'm gonna, right, here we go again. I'll pop another one in. I'll take my same piece of masking tape. See, it's just a question of just covering up that area there. So if I pop a tree, I think I want it there. Okay. So I pop that there like so. Okay. So let's say I want to put a few hedges there as well.
Right.
So
okay.
Cover this up now because I know that if I'm using the side of the tree, I'm going to come into that area there. So if I bring that in, I'm going to use the same tree. Why not? And I'll just use that side there.
Clarity Classic, this is.
So now I can see exactly where I'm going. If I want it a bit more faded, see, I can just blot it before I plot it. Ink blot plot. And then perhaps I've just got to be aware of where I'm going. See, but when I lift all this away, it's behind.
Nice.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, it's actually on the top of the hill,
absolutely
isn't it?
on the top of it. It depends entirely how patient I am with positioning this.
Yeah.
So let's say I reckon I might put one more tree up there. Let's put one more up this side. So I'm using the same stamp and I'm just going to risk it for a biscuit. There you go, that'll do. Okay, so we've got our 4 trees. Remember, I'm going to cut this in half.
Yeah.
So I'll just blot that and now I'll go to the next one. And then I'm going to just, so this is about play now. Let's take the centerpiece here. Let's take the church and let's just pop that church. Now, I want to put that church on that edge there, like so. But I also want to, see, I've got a piece already. So I'm going to
I mean, the low tack tape, I mean, you can get 4 rolls. The item number for that is 31212 or a single roll, 31211.
I use it a lot. and it's
really good
it's
quality.
good quality. It doesn't affect
it's proper low tack, isn't it?
It really
but
is
it's tacky
great.
enough to do the job.
So now let's say I want to put this church in this area here. So let me just check that the ink is good. Yeah, beautiful,
Look at
solid. What an
that.
image.
I love this with the white lines being
Yeah.
revealed.
It's such a great silhouette
Yeah.
concept, isn't it? So let's just make sure that it's straight. See, by using the masking tape like that, it means that the church can be rod straight, even if it's going up a hill. Right, so now I've done that, perhaps I want to use a couple of trees. So I'll mask this off. See how quick and beautifully the stamps, they just work really, really well.
And they also sit beautifully on the cardstock as well, because sometimes you can get a printed cardstock and then you go to stamp and it can slide around because of the coating on it. And as you said at the beginning, this is why when we look at them on the computer, but it's not until you start working with them to say, that's where the quality control comes in then, doesn't it? Say, right, this is no good, the saturation's too much on the ink, it's too slidey.
Yeah, exactly that. And you just take your time, you're building your composition, and it's a real fun thing to do, you know. And at the end of the day, if, you know, it's not hard, you just, once you've done it once, if you want to repeat, you've got your composition then.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, if you're a little bit ginger about this, then you know the old trick in the shack. You just put a piece of tracing paper over the top, you stamp it all into place, you get your composition before you even begin.
Yeah.
You know, and then that way you've got your plan on tracing paper.
And if you wanted to repeat that, it's there good to go
it's
again,
there,
isn't
exactly
it?
there. So I'm just, to save time, I'm going straight to the canvas because I've already got my my layout. I've already done it. So I'm just working off that now, and I've checked the tree's good, and now I'm just going to start popping the tree in behind the houses. So now here I've masked this off a little bit so I can come down a little bit, you see? And as I come down,
possibilities of all these stamps on this, just on this one set.
So let's have a look. I'm going to ink, blot, and I'll put that one there as well. So we're getting some really good little trees going here. And when I lift this away, see how you get your little, it's really neat to do it like this.
Really good.
Very nice indeed. So that'll do for that little tree. But you can see then the detail as well on the stamps. Let me take that tiny little lamp what's it called?
Lamppost.
Lamppost, sorry, Paul.
And is that one of our lovely stamp pens that we launched at the beginning of the year?
It is.
Look at
so
that.
Now we can pop that in place, make sure it's straight, and I'm just going to pop that there. There you go. Isn't it lovely?
Wow.
So you get a really nice sense of, see, so I'm testing it over here before I do it, and then I'm bringing it in, and I keep replacing it back on its home sheet, which is great.
Yeah.
And I've got a little, see, with the little letterbox as well. See, this is where these stamp pens are amazing, because
they really are.
The thing about them is that you're applying just the right amount of pressure exactly in the center, which is where you want it. So if I wanted to put a little letterbox, then of course I can just pop a little letterbox in. Looking a bit lonely. Let's get the cottages out.
Nice. So the stamp pens, we've got various different configurations. We do a lovely collection of 12 where you've got the 4 different shapes, which are oval, circle, square and rectangle. The item number for the set of 12 is 31750, £71.88. You have a £10 saving, bringing that down to £61.88. Or if you just want to go for 4 of them, item number 31749, £23.96.
They're so good to use.
And then you and Mr. Dave, another of you brainwave,
nice,
was our lovely tool holder.
Oh, ta-da!
The tool holder, yeah. So this was.
Is this what you meant?
Yeah, the brand, the tool holder for your Pergamano tools as well, plus the stamp pens.
Isn't that great? So it works so nicely.
It does. So the item number for that is 31797 and it's 14.99.
Excellent. So you can see how we're building up the images here. I've got one more I want to show. Let's just have a look. I'm just showing you the tiny little stamps that, and when you look at the actual stamp, what you've got, what you get for your, when you look at all the different stamps you've got, we've just used one of the trees. Maybe we'll use a little tree. Let's use a little tree just to get, and I'm going to get one that's a little bit, it's on a wonk, funny enough. It's a weird one, but I love it. So let's just see what happens if we use that. So I can use it like so, or I can use it on an angle. Again, I can't recommend this enough. Just this little tiny safeguard trick
Makes
like
such
that.
a difference, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And then I can pop this tree straight there like that. And when I lift that away, it's exactly where I wanted it.
Because not all trees are upright, are they? I mean,
no, not at all.
Nature.
And if you, yeah, some trees, when we were in California in Pacific Grove, there was one tree that was bent over so far, it was quite amazing to see. It just, let me just see if I can, that'll do. It was absolutely amazing to see this tree because it literally was hanging over the road like a tunnel, except it just came from one side of the road, and it just beautiful to see. Yeah. And so, yeah, that there are loads of trees that just, the weather just pushes them over, especially down in the West Country. They keep going, don't they?
Just go up out of Edenbridge, you've got that lovely tree feet where they come over, and they're all at different angles there, aren't they?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can see how we're just building. And if you, for example, here, I wanted to bring them in there, right? If you want to bring them in somewhere where there's not the landscape, then you just add the landscape. Let's just do one more here, and then you'll see what I'm getting at. And then I think I've just shown you how you can build. I know it looks a little bit random because there's a bit of a tree here and a bit of a tree there, but actually, there you go. So you don't have to always, the point I'm trying to make here is that you don't always have to stick to the lines, on the fields. They're just a beautiful background, you see. And then what you do is you take a grey pencil, you decide where the shadow, where the light is coming from, and then let's say, for example, we can right, here we go. So if the light's over here, then all the shadow is going to be this way. So you just add a little bit of shadow this way like that. There you go. So everything's moving in the same direction. It's all logical, see? So you just put shadow in with a grey pencil.
And you do this technique in the chat quite often, don't you? When you're sort of, when it comes to the colouring and the finishing off, to make all of a sudden it pops and gives it dimension.
Yeah. But this is such an easy thing to do. Everything's going in the same direction, you see. So when you turn it round, see how it just all sits?
It's very subtle, but you can definitely see that.
I think you can, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
So you can see exactly where all the trees are coming in the same direction. There you go. And it's very easily done just with a pencil. There you go. And then you just add a little bit of shadow. So you don't have to be worrying about reflections and doing all that jazz, just a little pencil. See how that just
it's all of a sudden
throws
it's
that,
lifted
doesn't
it completely.
And then the next thing to do, of course, is to cut it in half.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll just move this out of the way.
Okay.
I don't want to, I think I've done enough stamping. So I'm going to put my...
into your lovely box.
I'm going to put my, where it's easy to hang on to it.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of calm when we're doing this. Right, so I've got my stamp pens, they've done their job. And then I've got my mounts, they've done their job. If only I were this organised when I actually worked at home. Right? But the point being, a little bit of masking tape, a black ink pad. Yeah. Got my ink pads. And then what I'm going to do next is just chop this in half.
Okay.
So if I take my... I think it's worth seeing this from scratch,
Yeah.
because otherwise you think, oh, it must take hours. Well, it doesn't, right? So if I come in here, you'll see it's 6 inches there. So I'm just going to cut it at 3 inches. So I'm just cutting that at 3 inches. There you go. Now I've got my 2
you've got
pictures.
2 for 1 out of 1 piece of card. So you've got 30 in there.
You've got 60.
So yeah.
So now I've got my lovely pieces of artwork. Okay. And now, of course, it's like, well, actually, that went like so, didn't it? So let's just check. That's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is this one. So how do we get the sky? So I think it's worth just playing with the sky now.
Yeah.
I don't even know which one. That must have been that one. That was the one I did for the sky. That one. I've just done that one.
You've just done that one.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So should we put the sky on this one this time?
Yeah.
Whichever.
Yeah, because this was the one that, with the black line round it, this was the one that you brought with you.
Yeah, that's it.
Piece.
Okay, so you can see how that's worked. Let's take this one then.
Okay.
Right, first things first, let's get a black line around the edge so we can see now how easy that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just a lovely black Sharpie pen.
Yeah, or you can use Perga colors. If you use the Perga colors, we'll do that in another demo. It makes it even finer. This is quite a bold black line. Right, so that's that.
Yeah.
Right, it's not hard. Okay, so we've got that. Now, the next thing that I could do at this stage, if I wanted to, just a new idea.
Yeah.
Right, new old idea. If I wanted to, I could take that and I could pop that there. Right.
So some of our mini moons.
These are mini moons. These are great.
They're really
There's
good.
plenty of them as well. So we'll pop a mini moon on there like so.
Yeah.
Right, so now, next thing, let's see. We've got lots of different ways to do this. If I take any blue ink pad, you can take distress ink, distress oxides, artistry inks, Adirondacks, any blue ink pad. Probably even you could brush in archival cobalt, a dark blue.
Right, okay.
Right? Loads of different possibilities.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. I've got that. What I could use, and I'm sure we've still got these in the cupboard. We've got these?
Yeah, we've got some of those. Julie will put the link up to those on there.
So we got that. We got that. We've got those.
Brushes.
Our favourites. So this is an easy way to go.
It's a gradual way of doing it.
It's a very, very safe way to go, isn't it?
That was the word.
Have we still got some of these in the cupboard?
The artistry we have. I'm not sure on colours on those.
Yeah. Well, but this is, let's just start with the blue and we'll take it from there, right? So now I'm just going to start with the blue and I'm going to build my blue down there. But obviously I don't want to go too far.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just going to build it around this edge here.
And you're using our lovely blending mat, aren't you?
Yeah.
So 30214 for the A4 blending mat.
So we can go like that. That's one way to go.
Yeah.
Next way to go. Options. Everybody's got different ways to do this. Wet.
Wow.
Juicy Lucy.
Welcome back, Bob.
Okay. Juicy Lucy.
Very juicy.
Golly. Right. Now, top tip. If you're doing this, let's see if I can get in on this camera. Because what you're actually doing is you're not going in like that. You're going in at an angle.
Yes.
So that when you hit the card, you're actually hitting the card somewhere here. Halfway down.
Not on the edge of the sponge.
Like, watch. See, this is really wet. Look, check it out. But I don't want, look, you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Look how high I am here. So as I'm doing this, I'm coming in and I'm bringing it in. I don't want that line, you see? So I'm coming in and I'm bringing it in hot. Now I'm running out of ink, say. So what I'm going to do is turn it a bit.
Yeah.
And come again. Look how dark it goes again. See?
Yeah.
But look how it's seriously dark. Like that. And if I want it, but I want a little bit of a halo here. I don't want it to be, do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've got to go really easy on the last leg.
Okay.
So let's make sure, I can always add it, but I can't take it away. Right, so I'm going to get rid of loads of the edge around the outside. Yeah?
And that's all dependent on how juicy your ink pad
well,
is,
that was
isn't it?
Juicy Lucy. Don't get much juicier than that. So now I can start rolling round. See how it's smoothing this out nicely?
Yeah.
That'd be nice. I just wanted to show you how easily you can completely change the color. Let's go in here, and I just wanted to show you how you can, you can make that as dark as you like.
So all of a sudden you've got that lovely light sky for a lovely summer's day,
Mm.
or you can now go nighttime.
This is the same
one,
same sky,
and that is down to the quality of the cardstock it's printed on.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this is all about. These cards, they're such a, when if you're making cards at home, right, and you just take a white piece of card,
Yeah,
and it's one of those, where do I start?
It's a
right.
white bit
So
of
this whole exercise, what I've just shown you, is you've already got the landscape, you've already got the background. You could still change it, you could still modify it.
Yeah.
I could add more pinks with a little bit of masking tape. If I want to add some white, I can change it.
Yeah.
Right. But the thing is that you've already started with a logical landscape. You haven't got to create one, and that makes a big difference.
Especially the time is of an essence as well, and you all of a sudden you need a last minute card.
Yeah.
Then if you've got something like this, I mean, you could see. I mean, obviously it's taken a little bit longer because Barb's explaining it as we're going along.
Exactly.
But if you're doing it in your own time at home, I mean, if you've got a couple of these already chopped up, and you build the different scenes ahead of time.
Oh yeah.
Just pop them into a folder, and then quick and easy, you can then sort of make it special for that particular person that's it's required for.
Yeah, I think the thing about having the blending mat underneath, it just gives you enough ink.
It's got that smoothness that you could potentially drag. I mean, if you'd put that on the paper, you wouldn't be able to pick it up.
It wouldn't work.
It would just drag.
If you, that's exactly right. If you, for example, had the ink here, and then you took your tool and you tried to come in off the paper like that, it will pull.
And it's also going to saturate that rather than it would for your
Whereas here, you don't waste any ink, you just keep bringing it in.
Yeah.
But the most important thing to remember is that when you're doing it, you hit the paper about there.
Yeah.
Not at the top, because then you're just going to get rings. If you do this and you get rings, just remember, I'm sure she said something about
tilting on the hill.
Yeah, you tilt.
Hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's it. So now we've done that. Let's take a look.
Nice.
Project completion. Nearly there. Now, of course, it's the white splatter.
Yes.
Okay. Well, so now what do I want to do? I'm going to take that off there. Nice.
Look at the difference.
There you go. So you can really see how different that looks, can't you? So now we're going to go for some white splatter.
Okay.
Okay, this makes a little bit of a mess.
A little bit of a mess.
But that's okay.
Don't do it on your best dining room table.
Let's get some brown mat going here. Can we come out a little bit further?
There we go.
Okay, so let's have a look. If we do this, and then we're going to get that white Posca pen.
Yeah.
And a ruler. Now let me get my messy ruler.
Okay. Oh, you got a messy ruler.
Oh yeah. I've got a ruler just for this job.
Just for splatter.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're gonna splatter like that.
Right. Okay.
Okay. We've got two things going on here. We've got the thin one.
Yeah.
And we've got the thick one.
Okay.
I could splatter with that as well, but it's a little bit too good for that. Really.
Okay.
So let's take a piece of this and let's see. So I've got choices. And what I could do, it's up to me now. I think, actually, if I'm going to use a transfer, I'll probably do that beforehand. Just saying.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Do you get that?
I do.
Should we do that now then?
I think
so. Because otherwise, I've got to wait ages for the paint to dry, and then it might not sit right.
Yeah,
and it's not smooth. Yada, yada, yada. Right. So let's have a look. If I go to this one, let's look at the rub-ons first.
Super.
These are
now,
great.
I've got mine. I'm surprised, Bob, you haven't got yours in one of our slowdown boxes.
I have at home.
Look, a slowdown. This is my collection. Fancy a cuppa. And I keep I keep a pair of scissors in there. I keep my hockey stick in there.
Clever.
And as long as I put it back, then I know where to find it.
Nice.
And these are a game changer, weren't
these
they?
are beautiful.
Yeah.
I love these. Let's have a look. What have I got? Peace on Earth is a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to cut out the bit I want with the carrier sheet.
Okay.
That works well. Okay. And then we'll line it up where we want it. I'm just about to find out if I need to let the ink dry first.
Oh, on that,
Yeah.
the dark sky.
That's okay.
Well, it's a learning process,
This is
isn't
it. Well, what if?
Yes.
Let's see. So I've taken that bit off.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna pop that on there like so. Right, where do I want it? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Looks good. I'll put it anywhere, but I think we'll stick to the skies because we want to find out now if we need to wait for the ink to dry. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Right, then I need me hockey stick.
Off for a game of hockey.
Yes.
Now they do come with a lollipop stick, which are perfectly great for this, but we did find that by using the hockey stick, it was a smoother transition.
Yeah.
Because where we've cut the piece to size, sometimes with the if you get carried away, then sometimes the lollipop stick catches the end.
Yeah.
Whereas with the hockey stick, it's completely smooth.
Well, we're just about to find out how smooth it is on wet ink. Oh,
Okay.
I do like a bit of Jeopardy.
Oh, it's nothing like a little
Oh,
bit of
come
live
on.
TV.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Let's get in really close so we really see when it goes wrong. Right, we're on wet ink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, okay. Let's have a look. So I'm using the flat of the hockey stick.
Yeah.
And we're using it on a piece that's dry. And then the main thrust of the background
Which is a
is
little bit moist.
steady. Oh, I tell you what. It's nice to be back, Paul. Right, let's see. So how long can I keep doing this before you tell me to move on?
I'm not going to tell you to move on.
Let's have a look. See,
I've
so
seen
what
the
I'm going
shoes
to
you're
do,
wearing.
what I'm going to do is just lift this off and then we'll see if it, right, let's see if I've got it all down. Because if you lift it gently and there's still a little bit on the carrier sheet, then you can replace it, can't you?
Absolutely. So that's the top tip. That really is. So that when you do it, as you say, don't just whip it off like you would a plaster, because if you have missed a bit, it's so difficult to try and reposition it.
Okay, that bit worked.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I could feel it.
Yeah.
It would be better if I'm having to really work this because it's wet.
Okay.
So top tip, wait for the ink to dry before you do this. But in the name of art, I reckon this is going to work.
And again, I mean, even if you'd used the drier ink pad, it would have took a little bit longer, but it probably wouldn't be as wet.
It's really wet.
Yes.
And it's soaking.
Soaking wet.
But it's better I get it wrong than you get it wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all about that process, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Beautiful.
Nice.
Isn't that lovely?
Those rub-ons are a real game changer. Now we've got the complete collection on the screen, item number 70485. That gives you all 5 different sets in there. £3 saving, bringing it down to £34.95. All of which are also available individually at £7.49.
So this little fella, the fine line one,
yeah,
right, I can definitely control where I'm putting that, can't I?
You can.
Right, so I can see where I'm putting it. If I want to just add a little highlight on the building, for example, I want to put a few dots. Do you know, I've got so many demos lined up for today. I'm not going to get to any of them, am I?
4 o'clock. We haven't looked at artwork yet.
Oh no, what's happening? Right, let's see if this works. Should we pan out a little bit just for a little bit of control?
Yeah.
Let's have a look where we are. Right. So now I'm going to take my ruler.
I'm standing back. Do I need to move anything else off the table?
No, I want to see if it works first.
Okay.
Right. So you go on that side. Let's have a look. Right. Let's have a look. Okay. See?
Yeah.
Right. So easy does it. There you go. So you get those lovely drops, but you don't just go hosing it down. You do kind of work on it and go, right, okay, I've got enough over there. See? So you just...
So you've got to move your ruler and pen around.
I'm definitely
rather
doing
than
that.
just holding it in.
What happens if you come up a bit further?
It covers
right.
more.
I'm here now. Look. Yeah, definitely more coverage.
Yeah.
It's all right. Works lovely. Okay, stop while you're ahead, Gray. But you understand how it works. and you can have a light shower, or you can have
a blizzard.
a blizzard.
But also I noticed that when you actually lifted it higher,
It gets
the dots
smaller.
were smaller.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's how that works.
Yeah.
That's what they're for. We'll
Super.
use them again in a minute. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes.
Okay.
So then that, you see, this isn't dry now, but that sits on there like so. Doesn't that look sharp?
That is just, and it's a 2 for
you
1,
go.
isn't it? So,
Yeah.
And when you look at all
Nice.
those different colours in there, that you can then change those different colours by introducing your ink pads that you've got in your stash already. So I'll just bring up some details on the screen. So we've got the brand new Collage Landscape Prints 4x4 and 6x6 card pack. Item number 31822. You have a £6 saving on that, bringing it down to £19.98. The other new today is the brand new Mega Build a Landscape Christmas A5 stamp set. Item number 12173. 90. You don't want to know what's going on behind these graphics. You really don't. £19.99. Now, if you missed out on the previous stamp sets, we've also got the Buildings and Animals, item number 12154. £3 saving on this, bringing it down to £16.99. Then we have the Trees and People A5 stamp set, item number 12153, £3 saving, £16.99. Then, if you want some of the lovely infusion papers, item number 31513, 4 for the price of 3 on that, £32.97. And then if you want to go for the designer paper collection, we've also got a 4 for 3 on this collection as well, 31681, and that's where the Antarctica one was taken, that's included in that pre-printed. And then I think, are we good to go? Do we want to look at some artwork next?
I think we'll look at some artwork, because I wanted to show, there's a couple of demos. What I'm doing is I'm pulling, I've parked a demo.
Yep.
I'm going to fast forward to this one.
Okay.
Show how this works. If we get time, we'll come back to it.
Okay.
It's using the smaller postcards. It's more of the same, but using all the different stamps.
Right.
So I think, if anything, I could blog that.
Okay.
Right. But this is sort of clever.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I show you some of this artwork.
Yeah.
Because I think there was a really nice piece of artwork that I wanted to go to, and it uses the blender and the ink.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I know.
So I'm going to go to that one,
okay.
and it's using one of the Christmas stamps. It's using this particular Christmas stamp, which I really, really like. It's on that set, right? And I'm going to grab. What I'm going to do is grab a sample from Deborah Wheeler.
Lovely.
Right, really nice sample. Let me just get rid of all this white.
There's white blobs everywhere.
No, don't exaggerate. Right, it's Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
I really liked this particular piece of artwork. If we come into this, you'll see I liked the way it was put together.
Yeah.
And very simple, but what we've got going on here, and I thought we would deconstruct this one and then look at a couple of others that have also. We often use the doodle panel dies as a frame.
Yeah.
And what Deborah's done here, if we look carefully, you'll see she's used the embedder and the doodle panel die to make this little tiny art piece, which looks so nice, doesn't it? So what I thought would be a really good idea, this is just using this particular.
From one of the, so just one stamp on that collection.
Just one of the stamps.
Yeah.
So like I've stamped it onto a couple of pieces of the card.
Oh,
you see, look, that looks lovely. Just a little bit.
That. Yeah.
See what I mean?
No work required.
No, just stamp it straight on.
Nice.
Done. Just trim it, make sure it's the right size.
That was sort of landscape.
No,
a bigger piece before.
It's just a really nice, crazy background.
Yeah.
But it just fits really nicely. And you've got so many different options in here, you know, where you could sit that. Yeah. It's just crazy. Okay. Nice. Even that way around, whatever, you know, just looking for it.
Yeah.
So I just thought it would be really nice to take a look at this.
Yeah.
But before we do that, it might be nice just to have a little look at the design team have done so much work. Look at the amount of artwork, right?
And that's just using the stamps.
That's only using.
Can you imagine
the stamps.
what would have come back if we sent out the papers in time? The
Yes.
card.
So let's just take a look at some artwork. A big shout out to the design team. You just deliver beautiful artwork every time. And I think what would be really cool is I extracted the art that our ladies and gents used, where they used these doodle dies.
Yeah, okay.
So this is Sonia Goodliff, and you can see she's used the Christmas stamps. Let's get in a bit closer on this. It's that one, is it?
Number 3.
There we go. So you can see here the doodle die around the outside and then repeat stamping.
It's quite Nordic, doesn't it?
Really super. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we've got Sarah Brennan, lovely little notelets. Again, using my favourite. What's the name of this one?
Yeah, film strip.
Film strip, that makes sense.
The one you can't find.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's not in my folder. It must be somewhere.
It's in the folder at home.
It's in the folder at home. So we've got that one there, the doodle die. But you can see how all that's happening here is that there are just little bits of card that are being cut to fit
the frame
inside.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect way, right?
Of quickening it. And look at the difference it makes.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say you could just stamp it onto a little bit of card, edge it with a black ink pad. But I mean, look, I love the white.
This is
white
lovely.
On that.
So this is Deborah Wheeler again.
Yeah.
She's used one of the lattice in black. Here's the lattice in white on white. Looks really nice.
Yeah.
And she's used the landscape die in the background and made a little scene.
And
Isn't
she's
that
actually
cool?
cut an aperture, so she's used it not the
small,
next one,
but the next one in
down to create that frame.
Maybe you can do us a favour and show us, talk us through that. What you were just saying.
Dies. Okay.
Let's have a look. You might want to pan out a little bit.
So
Paul.
let's pop that lovely artwork to one side. So we have a complete collection, which I will bring up on the screen.
I think
for
these
you.
are invaluable. Just brilliant for card making.
So basically, you've got the complete collection, which I'm about to show you, and it's 5 for the price of 4. So all of these are individual dies. Okay. If you cut them all out individually on your die cutting machine, then what you end up with are panels. So you've got 10 different size panels, and they start off at 6 inches square, and they go all the way down to 1.5 inches. Okay, so that's if you just cut them out singly, individually, like so. If you cut them all out at the same time, then you get what I call your floppy bits. Okay, so all of these individual frames. So it's got that versatility. However, if I was to take, for example, this one here, and then take this one and pop it inside,
you get that.
That's what I would get. So because the dies only have an outside cut edge, they don't cut inside. So you're introducing the inside cut by using one of the other dies.
Clever.
So very, very clever. So much value to them. So then you've got your dots, item number 31386.
We just had to order some of these, didn't we? Because we ran out.
I think we're about to order them again.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So it's the same concept.
These are the one thing that we don't make, aren't they?
Yeah. Then Barb's one, favourite one, the film strip.
Mind you, I like that other one as well. I'm
the lattice. That's my favourite one. So the film strip is 31384.
So how many? Is there 11 dies?
There's 10 dies in each of them. Yes. And individually they're £24.99, but you've also got a special price of £22.99.
Excellent.
The hearts 31387. Perfect for so many different occasions.
These are lovely as well for they cut beautifully through parchment, don't they?
Yeah, parchment, your cardstock, your paper, and then your final one, which is the lattice 31388. But on the screen, you've got that fantastic saving of all 5 of those for the price of 4, plus your club discount.
Thank you, Paul. So I just wanted to kind of bring in the fact, you know, I thought when we were doing this, right, how do those cards work, the landscape cards, beautifully. You've seen how we can change the color of them as if they were just blank white, except they're just made to fill with beautiful little stamps. So it's interesting when you get a stash like that from the design team, how many of them reach for these doodle dies. So here again, there's one from Debbie McMullin using the doodle die at the back with the panel as a frame. So it doesn't matter how far. These two, even how far you go out.
That's using the original ones, the aperture ones, the rectangle, the scallop.
Fantastic, aren't they? So just to explain how useful these are, especially if you're
for finishing
and especially for batch making. When it comes to Christmas, it's the one time where you make weddings and Christmas. You make loads of the same card, don't you? Or a series, or you may be
a collection.
And this might be exactly when you really enjoy doing that. So I just wanted to highlight that. That's a really easy framer,
a quick finisher.
So let's do two things. I'm going to go back to Deb's artwork, because I really think this is twice I reached for Debbie's artwork, because she just hit the nail on the head for me. So the first thing is I want to do, it's a two-parter. First, I want to show you how we arrived at the, just bear with me 1 second, how we arrived at the artwork, and then we'll do the doodle die around the outside.
What you after?
I've got it.
Got it.
So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm using a little piece of art. I've got to decide which doodle die I'm going to use. Right. So I've got my stash here. Right. I've got my stash, and I've decided that I've got to work out the composition before I get going. So which one am I going to use? Right. I'm going to go to this one. Right. Which particular size? So what I did was I went to the trouble of cutting them all out. So
good to go.
So I've kind of got I've got them all ready, and I can see then which one works. Do you see what I mean? Do I want that one? Do I want that one? I've already got it all lined up. It's already done I've done it.
You've done it. So and it's good that if maybe you spent an afternoon with your die cutting, just to have all these lovely panels.
Precisely.
And then just like this, if you need that quick and easy card, then you've got them. And
I can decide, and now I can decide, right, is it going to be that size that I go for? Right. If you look here, you can see, is it going to be this size, or am I going to give it a bit more wiggle room? Are we going to go that size? So how do I get these? Right. I think I'm going to assume there's somebody watching that hasn't got a clue what I'm talking about.
Right. Okay.
So I'm going to pop that over there. Because I think this is well worth seeing. You know, I know that there are always friends watching, and then they're going to say, well,
can we put that on the shelf?
I'll put that on.
No. Nice collection.
Nice little collection going. So let's say I've gone to the trouble. Bear with me a second. I've gone to the trouble of already singling out the dies that make that size. And I've decided to go for, I'm going to try, so I'm not sure which style I prefer best, whether I want the lattice or this or that, but I've made sure that this is the size I want. And now I'm going to decide which one I want. Yeah, makes sense? So then I'm going to take my piece of black card. Right, black card. And then...
Is that big enough?
No, I want it a bit bigger than that, Paul, because I want to make more than one at the same time. Right. So what I'll do is, it's all right, we're all over it here. I'm just going to cut a piece of black card. Right. And then I'll do 4 at the same time.
Oh, cool.
And then
it goes in your stash. Upstairs thinking.
I know. This is what happens when you get jet lag.
So what time would it be when you was in New Mexico?
7 hours earlier. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning.
Ready to go. Just
first coffee. Yeah, I'm ready to go back to bed. Right. So what we'll do is I'll show you. I think it's worth seeing this. If we could go out a little bit, that's great. So I'm going to use that one. And believe you me, I'm no expert when it comes to dyes. This is not this is you. He's the paper engineer, not me. But I love these, and I think that they really hit the spot.
They do, and they really do give you the value for money, especially this collection of the panels and the frames, because it's like a 2-for-1. But it's more than 2-for-1 because what you can do is all of a sudden you can create the large frames with the smaller frames within. So you don't have to have all those little floppy bits. That floppy bit could be as wide or as thin as you want it to be.
Oh, where's the card?
You just chop that in half.
All right. All right. And while we're on it, why don't I've got a larger one here. I'll just use that as well so I can see. So what I want to do is just make sure that I've got the right thickness for everything.
Yeah.
So I will use a couple of my machine at home.
Yeah.
Have we got any of these left?
No.
Well, they're all gone. Right.
All gone.
My machine at home is quite beefy.
Yes.
Right. But with this one at work, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put
and they all have different pressure points.
Exactly.
As well.
So I'm going to use a couple of what I call shims.
Yeah.
Right. Which just is packing.
Yeah.
What it does is it just packs.
So it's just copy paper.
It's just a couple of sheets of copy paper.
Yeah.
Right. So now I'm gonna just run this through the machine, cutting edge down into the black, not up, otherwise I get
magnet it.
Right.
But it is good. And as you say,
the cleaning thing, you know, the little.
Yeah, I can find that for you. But the thing is, with that, if it's too thick, the machine won't take it.
No. So what I'm doing now is I'm just I'm taking just to show you, I'm going to take these 2 bits of copy paper off. That's my packing, if you like. Then I'm just going to take this. I think it's work. You've got to see the magic of this when you lift this off, right? So it comes out like that. Let's just make sure that it actually is going to go. Yeah, let's just ease it out like this.
Because the smaller the frame is, you've just got to gently ease it out because it's quite compact, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. But once it comes out, there we are. You can see how easily that's coming out. So my machine at home is a bit beefier than this because that, for me, that would all fall out immediately.
Yeah.
Whereas here, I'm going to have to just, it's not that it isn't cut. It just means that it just needs to be held in place a little bit longer. Yeah. So,
and also this black is 300 GSM as well. So it's not lightweight cardstock. This is decent cardstock.
This is decent cardstock, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've got but what blows me away is the quality of the dyes, right?
Yeah.
So now, let's say I've got my really detailed little piece.
This one, yeah.
I'm going to ask you to do those ones.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, so I've got all the bits in there. If I just grab this is for the person who's never done this before. If I just run this through here, and I'm just catching it in here so that it doesn't go everywhere, what you'll see is, this is where you understand why Clarity dyes have got that blue Teflon coating. We can now. Because it just releases the little excess, the tiny little bits so easily, ready for the next time. See, because when you're using black card, you can see immediately if there are bits still stuck. But trust me, on a lesser quality dye, and I have experienced lesser quality dye, I remember we had a design which was ripped off on Temu. Do you remember?
Yeah. And
so we bought it because I was fizzing. And I thought, right, I need to know, before I give this any energy, I need to know what people are actually going to be buying, because it was a fraction of the cost, wasn't it?
Mm.
And I thought, what are you going to do? You know, because I've seen people really getting upset on Facebook, other artists and designers getting really upset because their stuff's getting ripped off on Temu. Anyway, so we bought it, we checked it, and I said, I don't think we need to worry too much about that. It's a one-use dye.
It was.
You could not get the card out of that dye if your life depended on it. Not in one piece, could you?
You couldn't.
It was absolute rubbish.
It was,
I said, there you go.
You were bending the dye to try and get the piece of card out.
Yeah. So I said, you know what? Let's not worry about that then,
Yeah.
shall we? Because anybody who's foolish enough to think that they're going to get the same quality for a fifth of the price, you know, you get what you pay for
Well,
when it comes
exactly.
to the
Yeah,
size.
that's the whole thing, isn't
So
it?
it was quite, yeah, it was worth the couple of quid just to
Yeah.
allay my fears, to be honest.
Mm.
But there you go. That's such is life. So let's have a look. We've got all these beautiful pieces.
Yeah.
You've done them all for
All done.
me.
Yeah,
Well done.
I'll take that and that.
I can see he's definitely a paper engineer. That would have taken me a little bit longer. But I just wanted to show you how nice this back is, right? Look at this so now you can see where Deb's found that and where the other design team players find their pieces like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. How nice is this? So now let's say I've got a little stash going. Stay there a minute. I did have it. Have I given it to you?
No.
Hold on.
What are you after?
Oh, here they
There
are.
they are.
There they are. Look, see, so I've got more where that came from. So here I've got you can literally get them in two passes. You've got all of these, all in black, in white. So now I've got my stash ready to go. And now I can decide which one I want to use, okay? So the next thing is I take a 5x5 card. Let me show you another thing. And then we'll do the artwork. This is about composition, really, before I do anything else. All these go back in I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
That's going to go back in there. Now I've got a 5x5.
Okay.
So let's pop that one side. So now let's say I want to pop that on there.
Uh-huh.
Right, this is interesting. It's coming a bit closer. So I've got my 5x5 like that. That's my card blank, scored but not folded. Now I'm going to pop that in there. And then I'm going to put my artwork. Let's just, for the sake of argument, let's just use that for the minute. Right, so that's going on there. Now, how am I going to make sure that that's in the middle?
Yeah.
You know, how am I going to...
Pencil and a ruler?
Okay, let me show you another little trick. These are called embedders.
Yeah.
Right, now, let me just get my embedders.
Are these any particular type of embedders?
These are the nested ones.
The nested ones.
Yeah, the nested ones. Have you got those handy?
Of course I've got them handy.
Okay, right. So these are nested embedders, 3, 1, 4, 2, 8. Let me show you how they work, not just for embedding, because we'll do that as well,
Yeah.
but also for positioning, for layup.
Oh, right. Okay.
So if I take that, let me take my embedders. I'll just put that all to one side. Put that to one side. Right, here we go. Okay. So what you'll notice is I'm doing this before I make the card, because I'm making a batch.
Yeah.
So I want to know I'm using 5x5.
I'm here. I'm just...
He's here.
Size.
I'm using a 5x5" card blank.
Yeah.
I'm using an embedder. Which embedder am I going to use? What size card am I going to use in the center? What die am I using?
What frame?
What frame? What size? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I've decided I'm using the little one, whatever that is, 2 inches about.
I reckon.
Right? Okay, watch.
2 inches.
He's terrible. It was his birthday yesterday. Now he's got cheeky.
God,
Right.
I was.
So now we've got, let's have a look what we've got in this nested pack. So we've got these different, because they're nested, they've got holes in them as well. But there's a method in my madness. So let's go like that. Let's go like that. Right, ignore my numbers. I put them on there for my own
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind, yeah. But you'll see here, each cutting, each cut line is a different place. If I laid that one on top of that one, it would be staggered. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let me take this. Now I can see, if I pop this on there, it's going to be a bit big. See, so I'm working out my composition now.
Right, okay.
If this is my 5-inch. If I use that as an outer edge, it's too big.
Yeah.
If I come in here, that's tight and it's perfect. That's exactly what I want, is this one.
Okay.
Okay. So I want that one for sure. That's the one I'm after. So I've laid them all out.
Yeah.
You should do this with all your embedders to work out which one you want. So let's take that out of the center there. That's definitely the one I'm after.
Yeah.
All right, because that will give me a lovely look, just that beautiful
you can see
embedded
that straight
effect.
away. Yeah.
Right. So I've got that one. I've got a 5x5. This one is a 5x5. Right, look, boom.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take that out of the way. Let's take that out of the way. Let's move that there. Let's use this one here. So if I do that, and I do that, like that. This is going to be my, because that's going to be my layer,
Yeah.
right? So now that is the perfect place for the center.
Oh my God.
Right? So now, if I take this like that, and I pop that in there like so, right? That's definitely in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Make sure that's in the middle. I lift that up, get that in the right place. So it's just a smidgen bigger. Go like that, place that in there like so, lift that away, and now I know that's in the middle.
Oh my
So
goodness.
now that's worked. That's
As a
ideal.
positioner.
Yeah, so now it's a positioner. So while I've got that in place, why don't I just do the job?
Yeah.
I've got it there, I might as well, right?
Yeah.
So as far as embedding goes, let's just keep this all out of the way.
Yeah.
And what we'll do is we'll just pop all those bits back into my little stash.
Okay.
What are you looking for,
I
Paul?
was looking for a blending pen.
I've got all that in the same.
Is it in the same box?
Yeah, or I've put it in here.
Yeah, no, it's here.
Yeah, I've usually got it all
Yep.
in place. Right, so now I've got that in place,
Yeah.
like so. I'm using a bit of yellow card or cream card underneath. Now I'm working from the inside. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find this edge here.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll find it with my finger. If I can't find it, then I've got to use my, I'm going to use my, see if I can see, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can. So I'm going to use my blending nib. Can you see that?
Yeah, you can see it as you turn it. That's
there, you can see it there, can't you? So as I'm turning this around, I'm just, see, it's not making any marks, but it's just telling me exactly where, just the...
So if you struggle with the pressure in your finger, then this is a good, and
not only that, it's clean.
yeah.
At this point, I might have ink on my hands from being arty, especially if I did the inking side of the thing first, right?
Yeah.
So this way, my fingers are still relatively clean. But, you know, if this is the inside of the card, you don't want inky marks all over the inside.
No.
So now, where's my... Thank you. Right, so now I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use the tool with a little ball on the
number
end,
two,
which is
grooving
number two.
2.
And I'm just going to come down here. If it's not gliding really well, then all you need to do is use the tumble dry sheet first. But this is working really well. And all I'm doing is taking my time, and I'm reinforcing the line that I made with the blending pen.
Yeah.
And I'm turning, what I'm doing is I'm turning the paper, because I don't, remember, under here is the front.
It's all, yeah, and plus you've got, had ink on the table, or you were splattering paint earlier.
Yeah, I've got white acrylic paint all over the table here as well. So I'm just going to run down like that. So I've already now established exactly what I want to use, what size card.
Yeah.
Like that. I know it's bang in the middle. I'll take that off there. I'll take that off there. I'll lift that off there. And there's my perfectly centered embed.
Look at that.
Let's see if we can see that from the front best. Probably can. So you can see that, and that will be perfect now. So I'll put my little one in there. Can you see that okay?
Yeah, it just went blurry because it moved. Look at that.
So now I've done that. So I could do half a dozen of them.
Yeah.
Then I've got my little, that one's still got a bit of black in there. Let me just pick that out. There we go. So that's going to sit on there really nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to take this one, and that's going to sit on there really nicely like that. Like so.
So all of a sudden you've taken a stamped background, an image, and you finished it off in 2 different ways, either by using the doodle dies and the embedders, or one or the other. So you've got choices, haven't you? And
white on white also looks really elegant.
It really does.
If you're looking for a wedding, this is such a beautiful. Linda Williams loves white. Look how classy that looks. Okay, so we've established how to do this. We've established how to center that with the nested dies, right? And what I thought would be a really cool thing to do is to take, let's see how Deb's done that background.
Okay.
Do you fancy that?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So we're going to use this I'm going to actually use my blending mat again. More uses for a blending mat. Let's come out a little bit though, it's too close. Right, let's do the blending mat trick. Colours. I didn't have the colours Deb used, but I'll get close.
So just a selection of colours,
We're going to use Distress Oxides, so you can use them on here as well. I'll use a bit of yellow in the background underneath the, I'm going to use these again.
Blending tools.
Another reason to buy them.
Yeah.
Right, I've got, and I've got a little bit of pink and a little bit of whatever I think.
Okay.
Right, and I've got this tiny little piece.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go with this. I'm going to start with the lightest colour. And you know what I said about how let's go with the lightest colour. We could put a little bit on there like that. Right. So I'm going to bring in the yellow. So this is my suggestion. You don't just do one.
No.
You have half a dozen of these all chopped up, ready to go. And you do all the yellow. And you flick it all around. You do all the pink. Flick it all around. Do all the purple.
Yes.
But personally, you can't do it all on one large piece. You've got
to do it on the individual pieces.
Yeah, makes sense?
Yep.
Right, so now we're going there, got the yellow in, and then remember what I said about come up, and then off we go. So we're hitting that ink. See if you come in on that one there, you'll see, I'm just going to show you. Let me see where the best place to go. There it is. Right, so you can see now, I'm hitting it slowly at that point. Do you see?
Yeah.
So that now I could do half a dozen of these with this bit of ink here.
I was going to say, there's plenty there, isn't there?
Yeah, and the longer I go, the brighter it gets. Okay, but that'll do for this one.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to turn it round. Actually, I'm going to flip it because just for speed.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to do it for speed. Now I'm going to come in with a little bit of pink. Right, not much. Let's go easy on the pink. And then I'll come in again. I've just turned it over.
Yeah.
Only because for speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm coming in here. Although it does tell you that the blending mat is double-sided.
It does.
Right?
Yeah.
And as long as you've got a bit of copy paper underneath, why keep wiping it away, wiping it away, wiping it away?
Yeah.
Right. Let's go again with a bit of pink. This is a bit strong, but that's okay. Again, we're coming in like this. And we want to leave a little bit of an echo, maybe a little bit of white in the centre.
Right, okay.
See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Right, let's see what we've got here. This is quite, how dark is this? Hang on a minute. Just check on a bit of scrap what I'm actually doing. But you get the picture. See, it's that rim that I don't want the lip, yeah? Right, there we go. So now I can smooth that out nicely. It's looking good.
Yeah.
Let's check it out from the overhead. Yeah, that'll do.
Nice.
Like a bit of white.
Yeah.
Nice contrast. You could come all the way down.
Okay.
Right. And if you wanted to, if you want to go back to the yellow, guess what? So you flip it over, go like that, take the yellow. Now you could bring the yellow in, couldn't you? If you wanted to. There you go. So now I've tidied it. I've tidied it up. See?
Okay.
Now back to the purple.
Yeah.
Maybe I want a little bit of that really bright. That's enough. I don't have to hose it.
No.
Yeah, just enough, right? So this is Deb Wheeler's artwork, but I just really liked the way it was put together, you know. So this is darker, like so. That'll do. So you do that.
Yeah, and you're gradually building it up, aren't
Yeah.
you?
So you've got your colours. You're using this. How do you clean this? Just all you need is
Spritzer bottle.
a spritzer bottle and a bit of water. That does that.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So we'll just bit of spritzer bottle.
You could use copy paper
towel.
or you could use card to mop it up if you wanted to.
Of course you can. Yeah. I'm just, for the sake of speed, I'm just going to go for it here. But yeah, that, you know, I wouldn't waste that ink. Right. Sorry. Okay. So we've done that.
Yeah.
Next thing is we're going to, so I've got a couple, one I did earlier.
One that's dry.
One that's dry. So again, interestingly, you know, does it need to be dry? We should check, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
So we'll come back in here. Oh, I just need to find my stamps.
Oh, would they be in your box that you go to all the time?
So it's so useful that they're back where I wanted to find them, isn't it?
Famous last words.
Yeah. So now I'm going to take that one, and I think I'll use a larger amount for this one. Right, and I'm going to just pop that on there like so. So you see it's got a bit of a slant on it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that it's sitting there off the, so I need something underneath.
Yeah.
I reckon this will work well. Before I stamp into my artwork though, I want to stamp onto a piece of scrap just to make sure that it works. That the ink pad is wet.
You haven't used this stamp yet, have you?
No, I haven't used this stamp. So let's just check. Sometimes you need to use it a couple of times just to make sure.
Especially on a full surface stamp as well.
Exactly. Oh no, that's beautiful.
Wow.
This is lovely.
Can I super zoom in on this? I want to really come in really close to show the details. So this is super, super, super close.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, really, really close. Because I think, look at that.
Yeah,
the detail is crazy. I love that the white line art that isn't white.
Yes. Okay, well, let's go out. Let me ink up and then we'll go into...
That fine?
Yeah, that's great. So this is the one, I don't even know if this is the dry one or the wet one. I think it must be the wet one. I don't know.
I can't remember now.
Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? Let's have a look. I don't think it matters. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Right, okay, so we've got a bit of black. Then we're going to come in like so. And I'm just going to make sure that the buildings are straight. Yeah?
Yeah.
And always trim a bit off at the bottom. Right, let's see what we've got. And at the end of the day, it's a little piece of card. It's not, you know, it's nothing. Come in a bit closer. See what we get.
Is this close enough?
You're terrible. Let's see what we've got. I love it. Look at that. So with the yellow behind, see, that's what I really liked about what Deb did. And then what I can do is I've got choices now. So where's my black framed piece? Here we go. So I can pop that on there like so. And I can pop that on there like so. See, I love that.
That is beautiful.
I love that. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So Deb, what she did was she white embossed a tiny little star as well. She white embossed the star, which I thought was pretty spectacular. And it's also from the set, just in case you're wondering where the star came from.
Nice.
To do that, you definitely want the ink to be completely dry.
Yes.
I would suggest that you dust it slightly with a bit of talc as well, just so that you don't get any powder cling.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there you go. So I think that's a really nice finishing touch.
That's lovely.
Yeah, there we are.
Really, really nice.
And then if you wanted to put a word or anything in this, you know, peace on earth.
Yeah, or you could use the rub-on in the sky if you didn't want to put the star in.
Exactly that.
You could do the Posca trick. You could do some splattering.
You could do
that. The fine one.
Or you could be more controlled. Once the sky is dry, you could just take the super fine Posca and just put stars in.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Absolutely.
In fact, on that subject, I've got a really good one. Have we got time? Yeah. I tell you what, why don't you show off a few beautiful pieces of artwork while I regroup?
Right, okay. So in order to show off the artwork, I will need to come in on the overhead.
I'm going to let you.
Okay, so
let me just come over here.
Put those bits in there. Okay, let's have a little look in.
Like a well-oiled machine. Did you miss me?
Absolutely. Have you been anywhere? So, Jane Telford, she's used one of our poetry stamp frames to create this piece of artwork and built the scene just inside on that one. Then we've got Linda Spencer. Oh, this is clever. So Linda Spencer's used, let me zoom in on this one. Oh, what are these called? This is called the All Occasions Floral Delights.
I love that.
Isn't that clever?
And there's your embedder again.
On the inside. So this to me is a Clarity classic. This one's from Deborah Wheeler. It's sort of that partial, as if it's falling off the page.
And that's just using masking tape around. That's what gives you that border.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Andy Duggan. We've got the garland running up to the church. Now Sheila Metzeler. Now Sheila has used our hot foiling image, like so, because that's one of the images in the hot foil kits. And then she used those wee tiny little stamps. They're like naughty little elves running around into the forest. And then one of our beautiful rub-ons in gold. Dee Paramore. She's used our bauble stencils
no,
on
they're
that
masks.
one.
They're the masks. They're the
masks.
masks from the stamps, Paul. They're smaller. Do you see?
Yeah.
They're so clever.
Really lovely. Yeah, and I love that silver pen to create the thread. Another one from Dee. That's lovely. And that's using the designer paper on one of our, that's the Health, Peace and Sweet Content Be Yours.
This is my favourite pair of dies. There's this one and then there's the other one, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And they come as stencils as well, don't they?
Stencils,
but I really like them. Have we still got them in stock as
not
dies?
sure. Can't remember. This one here is using, there we go, that's using the stencil
Love it.
version of that, but you could do that with the die as well. And that one's from Debbie McMullen.
Superb.
Oh, this one's clever. This
Masks.
one is
Sonia.
Isn't
that lovely?
Look at that.
I know.
I mean, that's not really Christmassy at all, is it? You've got that lovely London landscape in the background.
Isn't it smashing?
That's just like going for a walk in the park, maybe Regent's Park.
I know.
Linda Spencer. Now, these backgrounds look rather familiar. These are your lovely backdrop.
I brought them with me just in case we had time. You might want to pan out a little bit on that.
I'll bring in the pack shot on that. Let me just, because I've got the details
so cool
on there.
To stamp on.
They really are, aren't they?
So this is like the alcohol ink. It's the same kind of, it's just less.
Yeah.
It's grungier.
And so you get them in 7x7. I'll bring the details in on that in a moment.
I'm going to do a workshop on that.
Are you? Oh, on the actual technique itself?
Yeah.
Yes. Sarah Brennan, she's used those same papers and she's used our nested square to create like a lovely window. So you've got all those different scenes. Another one from Sheila using our hot foil on there. Let me zoom in on that one. Look at that hot foiling on there.
Isn't that super?
That's lovely.
Oh no.
And then Clarity Classic, the Peace Framer stamp set. Lovely. And then just using it to put the little scene on the inside.
Fantastic.
Beautiful. So let me just bring the details in before you get started on those backdrops.
Okay.
So let me zoom out on that. So we've got a collection 31812, or if you just want the 7x7s, item number 31804, and then the lovely toppers and tags 31805. Right. I'm going to shift to the left.
Okay. Am I coming in?
You can come in.
So I wanted to, I don't think I'm going to get to this demo, but I wanted to kind of show it. I'll talk it and then I'll blog it. So going back to those cards again, that's dried now.
Okay.
So you can see that was the one that we did earlier.
Yeah.
And then you know that there is another half to this story, isn't there? There's the other half, which, that's the one that I did. It's that one's that one.
That one's
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. One's that one.
Yeah. So that was using the larger 6x6s. So then what I wanted to do was show you how you can use the smaller ones with the stamps, but also with large stamps.
Oh, those lovely.
Yeah.
Those stamps there.
They're just exactly that.
And because you've got it in the three sizes, you've got the perspective, haven't you?
Yeah. So this time we're actually using the 4x4.
I thought that was the larger one that you just cut back.
No, that's the small 4x4. I know it's an optical illusion.
Yeah.
But this is my point, is that you can use the large. See, these are the large stamps from those tree ones.
Yeah. Would it be these ones here? The Just
Yeah,
Woodland
I love
item number
these.
11981.
See, these trees here are brilliant. Look, so you can use that tree in
And because they're
large.
stamped off the page, it's
Yeah.
as if you're looking down the hill towards that.
Exactly. So don't think for a minute that you have to use the tiny stamps.
Little,
Not
yeah,
at
because
all.
you think, oh, it's 4x4, I've got to go small.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And then just to tie this in, right? So we're using that there.
Yeah.
But then I can also use, look, I've chopped up.
Oh, like you did with the large ones.
Yeah. But look, see, so exactly the same. You can chop these up as well.
Oh yeah.
So now you've got triptychs going on at this stage. So I've got like, obviously this is one, and this is one.
Yeah.
Right, but you can break them up. Look, you can. So now you've got triptychs. You've got whole pictures going on here.
Yeah.
With the little stamps, and I've taken that Let Heaven
the tiny little
taken
one.
the little one now. See, and no, it's this one. It's
the
middle
one.
Mm-hmm.
But you would think because it's a small piece, it's got to be the smaller one.
And what I love about this as well is, so I could take, let's just put these to one side. I'm just talking this through now because I've got a better demo to show you.
Okay.
But I could put that on clean.
Yeah.
I could put an embed around that. I could go 6x6. This is 5x5 again.
Yeah.
Right. Here's that one that I just showed you.
Yeah.
But what I can also do, there's a 5x5.
Uh-huh.
Now we go right back to basics. You know those
the infusion
papers.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've just taken a piece of the infusion paper and covered the front of the card.
Yeah.
So check the difference between when you pop it on there.
Oh, wow.
It looks so beautiful.
So different.
Yes. Yeah. So, and you're using, you don't need much.
No.
Right. Just to cover it up. And you can also, look, I'll show you how you can use just
I like that.
an element. So you're exposing more of the background.
Yeah.
And the only difference with these two here is I've gone round the outside of this with a Pergacolor pen.
Oh, a brown one. Yeah, to tone it down.
Yeah. So it just isolates it a little bit. So for example, I can go in, let me just show you. It's the same thing as a brown one in there. There's loads of different colours. Brown's good.
30 different colours in there.
They're so cool.
They're lovely.
Yeah, and they work really well on, let me just show you. If I go in
item number 70060.
Fantastic. Right, I'll show you a couple of, can I show you a couple of tricks?
Yeah.
Right, so if I take the bullet end, okay, the bullet end.
Yeah.
What you'll find with these, you've got the fine end, which is really brilliant.
Like a fine liner pen,
right?
isn't it?
Yeah, and you can add, you know, like here, now I can go in, and if I've missed a bit on the stamp, that's what they're great for drawing. Right, but the bullet end, if I dig in, just the same as I did on the, you can see, it's so fine
line, isn't it?
But you get a, look at the difference between, you can see it. If I come in tight, then you can really see the difference where you've got a ledge and where you don't. So when you just make the artwork come to you,
it's very subtle,
and you drag.
Isn't it?
You don't need a ruler to do this, you know, but it makes the world of difference.
Yeah.
Look, see,
that's not even offsetting like that.
And another thing that I liked to do, I figured something out.
Yeah.
Right. Say with these trees now, I've got to show you this because I think it's worth knowing this. Let me just take this for the sake of argument.
Okay.
Right. I know there's a demo I'm getting to, and I know I'm going off piste here, but it's what you do.
Absolutely.
Right. Let me just take. Now, where are those trees that I really like? Those three. There. They're on my favourite one. You know Barb's favourites?
Oh yeah.
Let me show you a trick. If I take these trees, let's take this in. I'm going to take this mount so that you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
Right, and I'm going to I'm always looking for a scrap of white.
Coffee paper.
Just to, going through it like a dose of salt, so I don't know where it's all going. Thank you.
You're not using die cutting anymore, are you? Oh no, you are.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
No, I was
I
just going
am.
to move it out of the way so you could
No,
reach.
don't.
That was all.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Right. So let's say, for example, I'll show you a trick. If I do this like that, right? That's that. Right. We're on that. Okay. Let me just pop that tree there, like that. That wasn't too hard, was it?
No.
Right. We love it. So we've got that tree.
Okay.
Let me take another one. Let me take the other tree. I'm going in. I'm going for all three here, so you can see. It's about getting a highlight on the tree.
Yeah.
Right, let's pop another tree there. Let's pop that one there on that edge there. Right, so we've got 1, 2. Let's do a third one. I'm going to leave them all on the handle for a reason.
Okay.
Let's take that one. Do that. And instead of black, I'm going with I'm going with a softer option here.
Yeah.
I'm going with a brown archival. So this one's called potting soil.
Okay.
I don't know if we've got it in stock, but it's a beautiful colour. Right, so now let me see if this works. I've got choices. I've tried different ways to do this, right, but I've got to give it a go. Let's say this one, got to make sure it's the right tree. Now, I tried this. I thought, I wonder what would happen if I put I want to make a highlight on that side.
Yeah.
Right, I thought, I wonder if I put the highlight on the stamp and then stamped it into place.
Right.
But the chances of getting the stamp in exactly the right place is slim.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, well, let's try this then. What about if I go, let me just shake it up a bit. Look, I'll show you what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get that kind of, that edge.
Yeah.
You know, like it's there, but it's not there. All right,
yeah.
See if it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ink on the stamp down there.
Right.
And then I'll push it and see what happens.
Right.
See,
okay.
So give it a go. What's the worst that can happen?
Yes.
Right, so now I can put the highlight down there, but it's a little bit kind of extreme. Do you see what I mean?
Very white and
it's very white and very like in your face. Oh, she's used a Posca pen.
Yeah.
Right, so if I go in with the actual stamp over the top, see how it mutes it? Not much, but it does.
No, you can see that it's pushed it in.
It does. I was talking. Let's go again. Go a bit faster this time. Right, so we go again, see if it works. I can always add a bit more. Right, a bit more ink. Go again. Don't talk while you're doing it, just do it. There, that's what I'm talking about.
Right,
you see?
yes.
Do you see what I'm getting at?
So before the paint dries,
yep.
Because as you said earlier, it's an acrylic paint within the pen.
Exactly.
So, and obviously it's quite warm in here, so you need to go quick.
So you go like that, and then it's easier to get the position. Look, how lovely is that?
Yeah.
Do you get it? And it looks so much more authentic.
More subtle, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've done that on the stag. See, on here, this was actually different. I actually went straight into the stamp and just stamped over the top.
Oh, right.
It's excellent, okay. Right. But I'm just saying, you saw there, dithered.
Yeah.
Stayed as a Posca pen.
Yeah.
Went faster. Got that
and
beautiful
it squidges
blend.
it, yes.
Yeah, and then all you've got to do is make sure that you get it off the stamp. But that's okay. That's not hard. You just need a little bit of water. Yeah, which I got from it's Evian.
Evian. Is it really?
No. Right. So there you go. Clean. All right, so that's that done. I just wanted to show that trick.
That's lovely.
So it's more, I love these little stamps as well.
I'm sure Gilly will pop a link up to Barb's favourites.
Yeah, so, but you can see how, you know, you can use these little posts.
These 2 hours have been so much full of tips and tricks. I mean, for me, like one of the big tips and tricks, not being sort of a stamper so much now, was the embedders for the positioning in the center of the card.
Nice.
That's so obvious now that you've done that. And then sort of using the splattering on with the Posca pens.
And now using the stamp to
squidge it before it dries.
So it looks a little bit more hand painted rather than applied with a Posca pen.
And then changing the color of the backgrounds as well.
So we've done that.
Yeah.
Right, next one.
Okay.
Pièce de résistance. Can we do this?
Of course you can.
Right, it would take a couple of minutes, but
That's right.
we're going to go for it.
Don't even know what the weather's doing out there. It doesn't really matter, does it?
How many of us are there? I know, I love you.
Yeah.
See, I don't mind
I'm going to
working
look
on
out
a
the window
Sunday.
to see what it looks like. I
If
reckon.
you join me,
Oh, no.
I'm happy.
Carry on.
Is it not very nice?
It's not very nice.
Okay, so now let me just get my. Do you want to show a couple of bits of
I
artwork?
can show a couple of bits of artwork. Right, the next pile.
I apologise for not showing more artwork, ladies and gents. I will have to say
Okay.
gents because Andy Duggan's involved as
Right,
well.
this one here, D. Paramore.
I love
Ooh,
that
look
one.
at that one.
Cool.
That's
Cool.
is that the entwined reef? Let me have a look
Not
on the
got
back.
that on
Let me bring another one in, and I'll have a look, see which one. That's the film strip.
Julie Dunn.
That's lovely,
Isn't
isn't
that
it? That's a
great?
stencil. Let me just. Oh, going back to these one. That's from the personalised stamp reef.
Is it?
Around the outside.
Neat.
Very nice. This one's for Noel from Debbie McMullen. I've got an Uncle Noel, so I might send him that. And then we've got loads of lovely little mini ones. Jane Telford using the square backdrop. White Posca pens.
Look with the bunting in between.
Yeah.
That's from the. These are all little stamps from that set.
Christmas collection.
And that's using. Okay, hang on a minute. My go-to box.
Hey, what's your go-to box?
I told you. See, I'm so jet lagged. I can't remember. Look, see, there's me 4x4.
There's your square backdrop.
There's the backdrop stamp for me 4x4. Obviously, it's in Jane's go-to box too.
What's in your go-to box then?
We went through this, didn't we?
No, we haven't seen your go-to box.
Am I dreaming?
Before the show, we looked at your go-to box.
I thought, I'm pretty certain I told you what was in
That was about 4 hours ago. I mean, what you got in there? You just showed me. You went, we'll get that out on the show. We'll have a look.
I thought I was sure I told you. Okay, my go-to box, right? Because I was looking. Have I not mentioned this?
No.
Oh, right. Okay, so I've got this go-to box. Sorry. And in my go-to box, I was looking for Let Heaven and Nature Sing.
Yeah.
And I thought, I couldn't think for the life of me. I've got a lot of stamps at home. I've got a
Have you?
room full.
Stamp company.
And I thought,
full.
what are the chances? I'm rubbish at filing, right? And I thought, what are the chances of finding this? So I thought, I've got two hopes, Bob hope and no hope. And then I thought, I bet it's in my go-to box. And sure as enough, sure enough, there it was.
In your go-to box?
In my go-to box, along with my 4x4. So you want to see what's in here?
Yeah.
Right, here's my go-to box.
Right,
you ready? Okay, first of all, that stencil.
Stripy stencil.
Have to have.
Right.
Got to be done. Right, that's my absolute favourite. These messages, I love these ones.
Oh, they're...
so what are they?
Oh, Tina.
Something to do with Tina.
They are.
Cox.
Oh,
I love these.
Yeah.
With the funky masculine stuff.
Yes. With there's the funky hearts.
Yeah. So these are brilliant. I love that. Happy birthday. See, that's all
really
about
nice.
that one.
So that's your A6.
So that's that one.
Yeah.
Then I've got Annie.
Yeah.
I've got to have Annie. Flyaway Boy.
Yeah.
The A5 set.
Collection.
That's Annie in there. Yeah. Love that. And then we've got I just love those. I have no idea.
No.
Thinking of you. I think it's an old club stamp.
Right.
If you haven't joined the club, you don't know what you're missing. Stamp club. So yeah, so I just love it for topping and tailing messages.
Yeah.
Right.
Retro, Gilly says. That other one was.
Is it retro?
Tina's retro sentiments.
And then I've got all these little bits. Like I use the cat, the boy, harmony, beauty, love Barb.
Yeah.
Just loads of little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I got that. Then I use that one.
Oh, the bijou.
Let Heaven and Nature Sing. Yeah. That's in there too. Yeah. Always. And believe you me, I did not load this for the show. This is what was in there, right? It's just random. But it's stuff that I reach for all the time.
That's sort of like, as you say, they are go-to. Oh, if I need this, I can use that. If I need this, I can use that. Yeah.
And then the only thing I've done is moved it from a plastic box into a slowdown box. I could find the box.
Because you can't find the plastic box.
I could never find my go-to plastic box. So at least I'm in with a shout now.
But as it is, and when you've got them on your shelf as well, it's quite easy to
My
identify.
go-to box.
Yeah.
It's like,
We
yeah.
have to make a stamp for that.
So then I got my 4x4,
Yeah.
which is what brought
backdrop.
me back to
Yeah.
James' one. And then my absolute got to have it.
Bijou one.
The little bijou one.
11514. This is definitely
So this is for backgrounds of all descriptions, but what I love, look.
Look.
I've got one just in case I lose these two. Yeah, so no prizes for guessing what her favourite stamp
We know
is.
where all the stock goes now.
Right. Yeah, it's brilliant. But you see, look,
I
it doesn't
know.
matter what you do, it just looks.
I
Whether
mean, the
you
little
use the top bit
Bijou
on
one
its
is
own.
great. Yeah.
Look, clouds.
I know,
See, that's
look at
screaming out. Look at that
that.
cloudy.
For those little stamps.
I know.
Yeah.
Look, see, and you've got a little thing for the look. When I'm on a roll, friends, I'm on a roll. Look, but they're lovely to do to
Yeah.
use. Oh well, looky here.
Look at that.
Let heaven and nature sing. Sometimes they
Yeah,
get a
because it
bit
can
blurry.
work in. You don't have to. I mean, these are two separate stamps as well, aren't
Yeah.
they? So
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't have to use the
No.
bottom bit. You can just take the square.
But it's quite nice sort of to the side.
Yeah.
As well as using it that way, or you could use it that way,
or you
or
can
use it that way.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you.
It
Yeah.
is. So anyway, there you go. That's my little stash. And with that little one, I even, if I need to make a quick card quick, I even have them there as well.
Ready to go.
So
And that's all
my
in your go-to box.
Go-to box, yeah. Should we finish the demo now before
Yeah.
everybody
Okay.
abandons us? Right, this is the best bit now. Right, ready? Okay. So let me see if I can show you this before your very eyes.
Super duper. And no, you haven't done it yet, but you've shown me what you've done.
But where's the card? Where's Debbie's card?
Is it still in the box? What's
No.
this one here?
No. Oh no. Well, that's not a good start, is it? Right, I've got that bit and that bit. I've got that bit and that bit. Oh, I just had it a minute ago. I had it literally a minute ago. Where have you put it, Paul? Did you grab it?
No, don't think so.
Right.
Everyone at home, where did we put the card? Play the game.
Where's the card gone? Well, oh, here it is.
It's not in your. I was going to say you haven't put it in your go-to box.
No, I didn't. I put it in with that other stash. There, that's the one. So I saw this card and I thought, I love that.
Beautiful.
Right, love it.
Love the
And then
colours.
I thought, how did she do? So this is where you start deconstructing.
Yeah.
I love the colours. Right, first things first. Okay, so we've got the, let's pan out a little bit. We've got the manila.
Craft cards.
Yeah, craft card. Then I've got a, there you go. So this is a 5x5.
Yeah.
So this has got to be a 4x4. I know it is. I cut out loads of them. Because that way I thought if you're using Antarctica, right, then you could get 4 out of one piece.
Yeah.
So you take one piece of this, cut it into 4. Right.
Job done.
Antarctica's the one for all your blues, the companion piece.
Lovely.
So that's what
that's from.
Deb used. Right. So now we've got that. So then I was looking at this and I thought, so how she made these hills? At first I thought, well, I could take the card and I could just cut it out.
Yeah.
And then I thought Deb wouldn't do that. She's more systematic than that.
Yes.
So then I started looking at the dies. I thought, I bet she's used the die, right? So I went to all the labour of figuring out that she used this die, to get that bit, and then this bit to see what I mean? There, that is there. Look, there it is.
Right.
That bit, and that bit. Do you see?
Right.
So I worked all this out. This is the viaduct collage.
Die.
Yeah. So I worked all that out, and I thought that's brilliant.
Yeah.
And then I looked on the back, and it said viaduct collage. That'll learn me. But the point is, I've figured it out.
Yeah.
Right. So let me show you how you cut those bits and what to do with them.
Yeah.
Right. So the first thing is, I think it's good to see this because it's like
this
so
is it. Yeah.
useful.
I mean, when you showed me earlier, when you deconstructed it and showed me, it made perfect sense. But by just looking at it,
Yeah, you wouldn't ever work it out.
no, and to cut with a pair of scissors, you've got to be perfect. It goes back to that original 12 by 12 collage, doesn't it?
Yes.
You've got to have the precision.
So Deb used paper
Yeah.
for these bits, but I thought, right, well, let's give it a go with card as well. So I've got a piece of card.
Yeah.
And I've got a piece of this buff paper.
Okay.
What
so we
got?
have a collection
Hey,
here.
that's a good bundle.
So you've got a bundle where you've got your buff, you've got 30 sheets of the buff and black paper.
Excellent.
31066, and that includes the 2 Posca pens as well, because you've got the lovely black, so you've got the 2 different shades.
Hey, that's a good idea.
If you just want the paper pack on its own, item number for that is 30536.
Love it. So let's cut out both at the same time, because I know it will work.
Yeah.
Right. So all I need, I don't need all of it, but I could, you know, why not?
Yeah.
Might as well. So I've got the card there and I've got that bit there. That'll do, because all I'm after is that, and that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't need,
Yeah.
I could just use my offcuts really at this stage. But if I just pop that down like so, that'll do, as long as I've got the right bits. And then I'm just going to make my sandwich. And then what I've got to do, once I've got my bits, right, that's easy. Peace and Sweet Content die in stock.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas sold out.
Right.
Did you say that?
No, that's from Jilly.
Yeah.
I said I didn't know what we had in stock.
Well, Jilly just told me.
Told you. There you go.
So the Peace and Sweet, yeah, I love them.
So we've still got that one in.
Okay. So, right, so now what we've got is these little bits. So you only really want the 3 hills.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Let's have a look what we've got. So we cut that out. And what we're after is that bit. So it's cut through both layers.
Yeah.
That's handy. That bit is cut through both layers. Useful. And then we want that bit, that's the viaduct bit. Only because it's easy for me to say, but I've got Deb's artwork.
Yeah.
But the point is that all these bits will make smashing. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Just look at them.
Just look at that. If you turn that way, all of a sudden, you've got another landscape there. Yeah.
Precisely that.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
No. If you take that one now, then you could put this one in front of it. Look, do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Or you bring this one in, so now it's coming in that way. You're going to chop it down anyway.
Yeah.
So all these bits, you don't throw them away. They're just like little jigsaw puzzle pieces that you can use. But for the sake of argument, I'm going to put them over here. Right. I don't need them. I've grabbed the bits I want. Right. Then I need my blending mat again. And I know that I've had that here. Here it is. This is a very action-packed 2 hours. While I'm doing this, do you want to
go on? Do I want to?
Do you want to tell our friends what's happening next week?
What's happening next week? I've lost track of where we are today.
Well, tomorrow, I'm definitely in the shack at 10 o'clock.
So tomorrow, Barb will be back at 10 o'clock in the shack as the journey continues. You're working with those lovely sort of the words, aren't you? San Francisco, your journey with Sam on your road trip.
That's it.
Then at 2 o'clock, we've got a mini makes show using.
Who's doing that then?
We'll be back again at 2 o'clock tomorrow. You can't get rid of us that easy. At 2 o'clock tomorrow, it's a mini make show with your lovely A4 lino cut sampler stamps.
Oh, I love that. Oh, fortunately, I've already done the demo for that, so I've just got to show you.
Tuesday, lovely Louise is on holiday, so it'll just be me at 2 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. And then Thursday evening, back in the shack with Barb at 7. And then on Friday, we've got the lovely Barb on Clarity Social TV at 10 o'clock with some lovely sketchy stamps. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, they're lovely, those ones.
Ooh.
Oh, I like those. Even if I say so myself,
they
I
are
drew
lovely.
them.
And I think they're going to be really popular on Friday. So it's just 10 o'clock on Friday. And then I'll be up on Hobby Maker at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and I think it's 6 o'clock.
What are you doing then?
I've got a brand new collection of MIDI plates.
Right. Have you?
Yeah.
Right, that sounds good. So you see how this is coming together? This is how it comes together like that. So that's how that works.
So you're not
right?
putting them back how they came. You're
No,
rearranging
I'm
them.
rearranging them to make a landscape like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, one, you can't really see where one hill starts and one hill ends.
Yeah.
Right. And two, how do you stick them down?
Yeah.
Right. I worked this out all by myself. So, first things first.
Yeah.
We need to, once again, we're going to use. Bear with me a second. Where did you put?
Where did I put?
Let me just quickly, let me add a little bit of colour, right, to the edges. Right, I'm
to give
using
it
my
a little bit
mat.
of definition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I can just go like that, just on there, like so. This blending mat's great for this. If I want to intensify that colour, then you know I can. That's going to be that side. So
What's rather lovely, because you've on this piece you've used the cardstock, you've got that lovely embossed edge to it as well.
Yeah, which I like.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to use a little bit of colour, see, and just add a little bit of depth in it. What it will do is it will just add contrast between the three pieces.
Yeah.
Right, so we can do that. So I've used Rusty Hinge.
Okay.
And then I could always go back in, if I want to darken it a little bit, I can go in with frayed burlap or another brown. See? Sandy, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that a name?
So there you go. So we just add a little bit of colour to the edge as well. And then that changes the personality of that card altogether.
Yeah.
Right, so that's that.
Yeah.
Right, pop that in there. And then we don't need that anymore, so we'll leave that out of the way. That can be cleaned afterwards.
Yeah.
Right, so now I've got my 3 bits, like so. And I probably want to get that to let that dry.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a little bit, that's a little bit darker. That's okay. I'm going to make these for Christmas. Right, so now I've got these ones. Thanks, Deb. Right, so the next thing is I've got my 4x4.
Yeah.
So this is how I think, I don't know, I'm sure Deb's got a better way to do it, but this is how I did it. So I'm going to pop that there like so. Let me just see how this works. Because somehow I've got to make this stick sit down, right? But I've got to work out. So that's that hill there, right? And then the back one is the one at the back like that. So that sits like that, like so. So it's worth taking a couple of minutes to get this right. That's like that. See, that's supposed to be a little bit more like so. And then that one sits like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I could even bring that up a little bit further. And it's worth fiddling a little bit until you're happy with your landscape. Right? Because I'm going to trim all this off afterwards.
Yeah.
But I've got to get it right. Otherwise, what am I doing?
Yeah, because I mean, looking at what you've done there, you can't have sticking it down because you've got to put the one in the back down first.
Yeah. So how do you stick them down?
Yeah.
I know. That was my dilemma without having a little lake in there, you know?
Yeah.
So say it's like that now, like so.
Yeah.
Right, don't breathe. But you can see where the hills
got
are
the
now.
definition. Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So what I've just remembered, right, is, let me just, it's sticking to the table. If I take that one and bring that down like so, just cause,
yeah,
I tell you why, I need to put those little fellas in first, the 3 wise men.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, that's all right though.
Because you've used cards, if you'd put that on and then tried to stamp it.
Rule number 1, you've got to stamp on a flat surface. Right, so I'll get my 3 little wise men out first. Yeah. Let's have a look. Which one? We've got them here. Right, so I'm going to put them out like that. Put them like that. And then I'll decide which way round I want them. Okay. Hey, aren't I glad I got these little fellas
in your stamp pen holder.
Right, now let's have a look. One at a time. I think the one pointing is going to go at the front. The one in the middle, he's lost the will to live. The one at the back's like, yeah, he's at the back. Okay. So what we're going to do we're going to use manganese blue because it goes nicely with that colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's tiny.
I know. So we'll pop him in there, but we really have to stamp onto a flat surface.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're definitely going to do that. And then we'll put this one in, pop him in. So let's just make sure. Come on then, no prizes. But what are the names of these people? And don't say the three wise men, we know that.
A, B, and C.
It's Belshazzar,
Yeah.
Melchior, and Caspar.
I can say Caspar, I can't pronounce the others.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's Caspar, Belshazzar, and Melchior.
They sound familiar from when you said it in the past, so I'll go along with that.
So let me make sure he's the right way around. Right, he's definitely
leading the way.
Leading the light. Yeah, he definitely wants to get there first. Right. So that's had to do that first,
That's
friends.
lovely.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we put these little fellas back on their home base.
Big dope. And if
Just
you want those stamp pens,
I don't want to lose them.
there's a set of 12. Dave doesn't mind making these. He's got nothing to do at the moment. He's throwing sake at the TV now.
He's not. He's on the roof doing the guttering.
Oh, yeah. So a set of 12, item number 31750. A set of 4, item number 31749. All available individually at £5.99. And if you'd like a lovely tool holder for your stamp pens and Pergamano tools, the item number is 31797.
Right. So now I'm laying that one back down again. Yeah?
Yeah.
And now I can move that up a bit, like so. Because I want that there like that. Right. Oh, you.
Tom, Dick and Harry, Jilly said.
There you go. So I've got that.
Yeah.
Right. We're happy with that. We're going to trim this off afterwards anyway.
Yeah.
That'll do nicely. Thank you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use tape just to pop that in the right place. So let's just secure them like that.
Right.
Right. It's just a thought. It worked for me yesterday and it could work again today. Right. So we've got the 3 bits of masking tape. You do enough of this, you realise how important the masking tape is. Right. So we've done that. Okay. Right. Next step.
Yeah.
We lift this off, turn it over.
Right.
And then we secure at the back. Right. So now I've got my 3 hills.
Yeah.
Like so.
I mean, they're stuck down, but it doesn't look very nice, does it?
No. But give us a break. Right. So now I lift that off like so. Right. Now. So what about if I put the glue on that one, flip it over, stick it?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. Glue. Right. Just saying. Pot holder. Hold a pot.
Yeah. Okay. Let me bring these details up. Oh, they're on here somewhere. I put them on there. Hang on a minute.
I'm going to use the Perga glue.
Okay, so if you would like an empty Perga pot holder that was launched within 2 hours on Friday, item number 31827, £14.99. There are double points on this up until midnight on Monday, the 4th of August. However, many of you have gone for a fully loaded one, which includes your sticky ink, Perga glue, and Dorso oil. Item number 31828, and that also has double points up until midnight on Monday, the 4th of August.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the dispenser. When you get these new, just so you know, right, you need to take one of the, this is what I did anyway. I took one of the needle tools and stuck it down inside the hole because it was sealed.
Yes.
And if you snip it off, then the dispenser gets fatter. Yes. If you snip it off, it
depends
gets
how far you snap it down.
Right, you know, obviously, right? But if you just ram a needle in the top.
You pierce.
Okay, whatever. If you pierce, right? If you pierce, the it's so much better because look how thin it is.
Fine it is, yeah.
So now that will work really nicely right to the corners, right? what I did at home, the mistake I made was I snipped it off and then it was just
Yeah,
pouring
because
out.
there's like a little line, isn't there? And you think, oh, I've got to cut it there. But if you do, I mean, it's fine. You can do that, but you'll just have a larger
But
opening.
watch. This is the magic bit. So now I do that.
Yeah.
Right. This is the idea. And then when I lift this off and I take that off there and I take that off there. And now if I do this, I should, yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
so that is now.
I love it when it works.
Yes.
So now that's in the right place. Okay.
Nice.
Then I take my glue again and I go to the next layer down. Right. Okay. I tell you what, I was pretty chuffed. I'm sure that this is exactly what Deb did, but I was pretty chuffed with this little discovery.
This is great.
So what this means is, right, if you want to layer up, I have had so many good ideas off the back of this. If you want to layer up landscapes and you cut out the elements from those dies,
Yeah.
right, then you can create any landscape like this, right? And that one goes down, right? Stick that into place. Take your time.
Give it a chance to bond.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
007.
There you go. License to kill.
Yeah.
Right, and then the last one, last but not least, okay? So we're just going to go, I don't need to go right to the end because I know that I'm going to chop that little...
Because normally when you've done you've created landscapes before, and obviously it's piece by piece, isn't it? You would use the Pritt stick, but that won't work in this way because you've got to do the back first.
Yeah,
and in order to
it's
get
exactly
the
right.
positioning.
So this was the only way I could work out. Right, and I'm going to... Right, hang on. So now I'm going to squeeze that. I'm going to get rid of the excess in there.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to put my lid on there because I don't want it to get crusty. And then I'll store it upside down.
Upside down in your new Pergamano pot holder. It's so new, I can't even remember what it's called.
And then I bring that down over the top, right? Oh, I'm so happy, right? So then that worked like that. That worked like that. That's all in place.
Yeah.
Then I can peel that away and that away and that away. I've got my three little fellas.
Yeah.
So that's all right. Take that off there. That doesn't matter because that's going to get cut off
chopped
anyway.
Off.
So now I take my... I tell you what, if you haven't got low-tack masking tape in your stash, you have no idea.
Deborah Wheeler always stocks up when she comes into the office.
Does she?
Yeah.
So now, right, last but not least, we take our... Isn't this cool?
Yeah.
Right. Then we take this and we do this and we go to our guillotine and we just take off. We tidy it up like so. Look at this.
This is, I really like, and I love that colour. So that's from the Antarctica companion paper.
Yeah.
Check
it out.
31655.
There you go. And that, my friends, is the basis of that, right? And then the only thing left to do, and that's so cool.
Lovely.
Right, let me take that glue out of the way. And then the only thing left to do, of course, is Posca pen. Ding dong, ding dong.
Nice.
White emboss. She's obviously got the memo with the white embossing.
Yeah.
And then gold
the
rub-on.
lovely rub-ons.
And then you can put it on. She's used 5x5. Looks fantastic on 6x6. And you could even go to...
You could do the embedder as well,
around the outside,
yeah.
and you figure out which one.
Looks nice. The craft on craft. You know how
that's
the white
really
on white
deluxe, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that kind of gives you the embedded effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But there we are. So now you know the rest of the story. Thank you for that beautiful card, Deb. I think it's just a very, very classy card.
So now that you've shown that, okay, so obviously it looks lovely with the craft card because you've got that sand effect, haven't you, for this particular thing. But if you've gone for our card toppers, the brand new ones, obviously you've got all those lovely colours. So if you haven't got all the designer papers and you've just gone for the 6x6 brand new collage landscape prints and you've already got the die, you could chop all those up and recreate these in all those lovely colours.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wow.
There you go. And that thus endeth 2.5 hours
Two and a
of
half. Is it 2.5? Wow.
clarity crafting.
Flies.
I hope you enjoyed that.
I have.
Anyway, fortunately, I made tea before I left the house.
Is that what Dave's called?
So, and I got you, what are you having for tea? Colin the Caterpillar. I got
Colin
him
the
a birthday
Caterpillar.
cake.
Yeah.
He'll eat all of it by himself. You watch.
No, I will share. I'm going to give you some to take home.
Are
For
you?
you and Dave.
Thanks.
And Jilly can have some because Jilly's in the next room helping. And then I'll take the 3/4 home with me.
Anyway, thanks ever so much for joining us. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning for more antics in the shack.
Antics in what?
Antics in the shack. Antiques. And then at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, we'll be back. We'll be back.
We will indeed for another hour of pure fun.
Thank you so much, Jilly, for sticking with us. Is she
thank
still
you.
there?
I think so. I know Ken's there because Ken's saying all these things that I'm not going to repeat. No.
Thanks again.
Take care now. See you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.